Oh, I messed up. I went on my YouTube channel and I realized I didn't I never uploaded part 2 for Wendi Adelson's interrogation. Oh my god. It's been sitting in my YouTube thing for maybe about 2 weeks now. That's not good. I need to make a thumbnail for it and we need to post a video and go out because when did we do the stream for that? I think about like 3 weeks ago, maybe. Oh no. But today I'm excited because we're going to finally finish the interrogation of our Mrs. Wendi Adelson or Ms. Wendi Adelson. I don't think she'll ever remarried. Hi, Taxi. How are you doing today? How's it going? Hello, hello. Making sure my Discord notification. Yes. Okay. Guys, if you guys don't have your notifications on, have your YouTube notifications on or get into the Discord and have your notifications on Discord on. Okay. So you guys know when I go live and then you won't miss me. But if you do, it's okay. You can always watch the pod. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Will. How are you doing today? How's it going? Hello, hello. Hi, Joseph. I know I miss you guys. It feels weird when I miss a stream. Last week, we went to Vegas. Dennis had some collab stuff to do out there. And then I was going to stream, but streaming on the road is a little bit tough. It's a little bit hard because you don't have all your setup with you. And then also the camera, I'm not quite sure if I can even use the camera that he uses because I think he only streams for about 20 minutes. And then when I stream, it's like hours and hours and hours. And I don't know if the battery life will last my long streams. I don't know. But yeah, I miss you guys so much. I hope you guys have been well. Hello. Good morning from Adelaide, South Australia. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing today? Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Daniela. Oh my goodness. So I messed up. I did not realize I forgot to upload part 2 of Wendi Adelson's interrogation. But we are finishing up We're finishing up Wendi Adelson's interrogation today. She's gonna be calling her mama Donna on the phone, and I've got some criticisms. I've got some questions, lots of questions, and I want to watch it together with you guys. I thought she called Donna a lot earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I thought she called Donna a lot earlier in the interrogation, but it's actually like towards the end where she calls Donna, and we only have about like a little bit over an hour. It's not long at all. So what's happening today? Donna getting booked into hell today. Donna will have a status hearing. Wait a second. When is Donna's status hearing? Donna has her status hearing. Oh, today. Today. Wait, I have to keep an eye on it then. Let me pull up the YouTube. Oops, how did I miss that? She has a status hearing today, which probably won't really be too much going on. I know they initially wanted to schedule her trial to happen ASAP, but she's got Charlie Adelson's lawyer on her case. And we're like, wouldn't you want to get a different lawyer who didn't lose your son's case? But okay. Anyways, maybe it makes it easier for her. I don't know. But I did hear that she was going to hire a attorney that's native to the Tallahassee area. So I don't know. They thought that they got effed because they thought that the jury was like, oh, look at these Miami people. Look at these Miami people. They thought the jury was being unfair towards them. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. Just keep refreshing to see if Donna Adelson's, let me type in Donna Adelson actually. Donna Adelson. Should be today. Donna Adelson back in court. Let's see. Who usually streams the Donna Adelson court stuff? I know the local news do. Crap, I don't know if I have it saved though. Hi, lady. How are you doing today? Hello, everyone. Better late than never. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. The chat on YouTube is so small. Let me make you guys bigger. My eyesight. I don't have my glasses on right now. Okay. Whew, 150%. Hi, Tuco. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. You found the drastic change in demeanor in Donna. Hilarious. Someone get some serious counseling. LOL plus a bottle of like Xanax. You saw today's hearing or a different one? 5 p.m. today Eastern. Oh, is it? I have it for, oh, you know what? I wrote it for 2:30 p.m., but I think I wrote it for my time zone. Okay. So we have like 2.5 hours. All right. Last hearing of the day. Oh, in her last hearing? I don't remember her. Was she even there in the last hearing or was it on video? Oh, it was on video. Yeah. That's right. She didn't appear in person, but she appeared in the video Zoom calls. Hi, Momo. How are you doing today? Hello. I mean, I usually put it in the time zone where it's held at, but maybe I was trying to make it easier and just put it in my time zone, but then that confused me even more. Yeah, that confused me way more. Versus her first one where she did all those, I'm gonna talk to them when she was like rolling her eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, I think she rolled her eyes in the first 2 hearing appearances. This is unbelievable. All right, y'all. Yeah, dude, we need to upload part 2 of Wendi Adelson stuff, and then we're finishing today. Man, I'm really sad though. This is the last day of interrogation for Wendi Adelson. After this, we ain't getting no interrogation. Although she does appear in a podcast, I believe, in like a writing class podcast of some sort. I'm a little bit confused what it is, but yeah, writing class podcast. And I do want to listen to it with y'all. And I think there's some other stuff like I don't know that I wanna listen to with Wendi, but there isn't much. Well, aside from there are the testimonies that she did for Catherine McManus' trial and Charlie's trial. But I think we watched the direct examination, but it was technically kind of like, it felt like it was a cross examination because it was done by Georgia, and Wendi Adelson was her witness, I believe. Donna info in your last comment. Donna Adelson just had her status hearing, jury selection September 12th. Oh, trial, the end of September. Oh my goodness. Carrie, where did you watch the status hearing? Man, jury selection September 12th. Assuming there are no delays. And you know, with court stuff, there's always delays. Hi, Plain Jane. How are you doing today? Hi, Paul. Hello, hello. How's it going? Man, they are, trying to move quickly with that one. And then also, we have Sarah Boone. She's scheduled for May, but now, actually, have we heard anything about her lawyer, whether or not the judge is going to grant the newest 7th lawyer withdrawing? Because they don't want to deal with her shit no more. Hi, D-Jen. How are you doing today? Hello. Start from the beginning. It's all good. Sometimes people watch me from the very beginning and then they put me at 1.5, 2 times speed. Actually, if you can listen to me in 2 times speed, that is a gift right there. Although I will say I have been practicing speaking a little bit slower and, enunciating my words a little bit better so the subtitles can pick it up. Hi, Moondog. How are you doing today? Hello. Hey, Corgi. How was y'all's weekend? I haven't seen you guys in about, was it 2 weeks now? Oh boy. I was going to stream last week though, on Friday when we came back from Vegas, but I was pretty tired. I don't know. There's just something about Vegas. Maybe it's being around cigarette smoke. Maybe it's the dry weather. I don't know. Maybe like the sleep is not as good. I don't know. I feel like every time I come back from Vegas, sometimes I just feel like, the episode where SpongeBob goes to Sandy's dome for the first time and then he just gets like dried out, like. Oh, we have someone else streamed it. Okay. Was it local news that had the feed live? Donna Adelson hearing today. Donna, na 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 na. Donna, where are you? There's nothing on my YouTube channel. Maybe it'll like pop up in a little bit. Maybe Court TV will have an upload. It's usually the local news that are the quickest. And then we'll have like Court TV and then Law and Crime. But I ain't seen nothing here. Local WPLG. Where's WPLG at? Is that? Maybe they have it. This is South Florida news. Okay, maybe this one. Nope. They have a lot of news up, but nothing with Donna. No Donna on here. Lots of crashes. Oh my God, dog reunite with owner after 4 years. Wait, what happened with 4 years? That's so sad. I'd be so sad if I was separated from my dog for 4 years. I worked on both weekends. You're on a 15-day of continuous work. Oh, make sure you get some rest, get some good sleep in the between time. Oh, really? I could just literally have it. Okay, I will just keep refreshing. Let me know if any of the local news will show it. Wait a second. Is Donna the one that... No, that's a different judge. There's a judge that has their own YouTube channel and they stream the court stuff on there. I think that's Koberger. Yeah, Koberger's judge has a YouTube channel that like they just like stream all the stuff on there, which makes it really easy to find. Donna Adelson. Donna Adelson hearing today. Donna Adelson to stand trial September 30. When was Charlie's trial?
Hello, I'm new here, Corgis MMK. Don't mind this alert.
Hi, Go Lucky. Go Lucky, thank you so much for the resub for 18 months on the Twitch. Hello, hello. I added some emotes, I think. And, we did. We added some emotes, by the way. If you guys are subscribed on Twitch, we added some emotes. And then on YouTube, I want to change some emotes around. If you're a member on there, I just haven't done it yet, but I want to change some stuff around. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, yeah. Do you guys get like overtime pay or anything like that? Regular rest does make sense. Listen, I've been there. I used to work in the restaurant industry when I was in college. And I remember I was trying to hustle some money. Okay. I had just broken up with my boyfriend. I was trying to hustle all this money. And then I think I worked 21 days in a row taking double shifts. Just money, 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 money. But yeah, my body cannot handle that anymore. Why does Sarah's lawyer want to? It's a very generic, it's very broad. But the reason why Sarah's lawyer wants to withdraw is because there is some, what was it again? Differences. Hold on. There's like a phrase for it. It's not coming to me. I'm thinking, I don't know why I keep thinking conflict of interest. It's not conflict of interest. Differences. Help me out, y'all. Help me out. Differences. Yeah, I don't know. His stream is not popping up for me. But I don't want to stream his stuff too. Like I don't want to stream like his reaction and all that. But if I can see where he watched it initially, that would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Jay's not popping up on my search. Hi, Mariah. How are you doing today? How's it going? Hello. But I mean, did I upload on my YouTube channel? Jesus, I'm like so behind on my YouTube channel stuff. I've been working on this other channel that I've been doing that's not true crime related. And we've just been, it's a huge time sink. Irreconcilable differences. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. It's Monday, okay? The brain is not working at full capacity yet. Sarah being a difficult client. Listen, I'm just, I feel bad for anyone who comes across the path of Sarah. She seems like hell. Ugh. Just complete hell. A headache. Yes, we have the chicken nugget. That's Jan's emote, and he gave me permission to upload on my Twitch channel. But it sometimes sucks though, because when I see the little chicken nugget emote, I get hungry. All right, well, I will keep uploading, I will keep refreshing to see if we can get Donna Adelson's hearing and we can watch it in person. It's probably going to be super short. It's probably just going to be like, hey, let's have a trial date set, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah, nothing too crazy. Maybe we'll get to see Donna. Maybe we won't. She'll probably be there on a Zoom call. I don't know if we'll see her in person or not. I'm going to go be her lawyer really quick and tell her to shut up. Maybe you can visit her in person. I don't know. Say hi to her. You're like, hey, Sarah. Got the Sarah fan club. Oh, also, hold on. Before I get into the Wendi Adelson interrogation, listen, I did a poll on my YouTube channel, and I know people aren't very interested in Becky Hill's emails, but I do think they're interesting. I don't know. I was reading the emails, and I was like, I was getting hooked onto it. It was as if I was reading a novel, and I was waiting for the climax to happen. I thought the Becky Hill emails were pretty interesting. I don't know. I know people don't really care about it and they don't think it's interesting, but I might do a live stream on it, maybe just run through it really quickly. I might just do a YouTube video about it, but I do think they are interesting to see the emails that went behind the scene. So it essentially covers about a year's worth of emails that Becky Hill sent from before the trial was happening, as the trial was happening, during trial, some of the drama that happened with the bomb threats that happened, there's only one bomb threat, not threats, but there was a bomb threat that happened. What was the source of that? And then some drama with the courthouse stuff. Becky Hill sending this passive aggressive email about someone who was questioning her about expenses. And then after the trial, and then her ramping up as she's starting to really finish writing the book. And then when the shit goes down with Harpootlian and Griffin accusing her of jury tampering, some of the emails was that, reading her support emails, her hate emails. And then right when it was about to get to the part where the plagiarism came out, I think the emails cuts off. About 2 or 3 weeks before the plagiarism accusations came out. So I don't know. I thought they were very interesting. And I know people are like, oh my God, I'm so over Becky Hill, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, man, the emails are interesting. It could just be because I'm just a really nosy person and I just like sifting through people's communications, maybe. Also, I had a lot of mixed feelings about Becky Hill. I don't know. I go back and forth a lot. Back and forth. Like, I don't know. I feel like she overstepped her boundaries and I felt like she was a little bit chatty and excited, but I don't know if I got the feeling that she was doing it because she wanted to get a guilty verdict because of her book. I don't know. I went back and forth and it really bothered me. So I think reading the emails helped a lot. So I might be doing the email stuff, but if you guys aren't into it, it's all good. I have my notes compiled. They are 2,000 pages worth of emails, but don't let that scare you. Like, we're not going to be sitting here for a 10-hour stream or anything like that. A lot of the emails are redundant, so it's really not 2,000 pages. A lot of the emails are also like blank pages, and a lot of it is just, I don't know, it's really not that much. Like 2,000 pages sounds crazy, and I did spend about, if you're reading through it, it is a lot because, I have to make sure that the responses are there and that it's not like, oh, there's a new email chain or like an old email chain and like a different response that was not included. So I think we went over it. I don't know. It took me about 12 hours to go through it. Like it was maybe even more than 12 hours. But I was also taking notes on it, okay? But when I go through it with you guys, I think at most it'll be an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I think they're interesting. So I'm just letting you guys know. Not that I want to ignore the polls or anything, because I think only 12 or 14% of people were interested in the Becky Hill emails. But I don't know. I might do them because I do think it's interesting. All right, y'all. Let's go. Let's go back to Wendi Adelson. Sorry, let me catch up with the chat. Whew. Let me catch up with the chat. Okay. We said, let's see. I'm a pet sitter, so you work 24/7. I'm surprised Sarah's judge granted the request that her lawyer quit. Did he? The 7th lawyer? I have not looked at that yet to see if the judge granted or anything. I know they're supposed to do a status hearing in May because they want the trial to happen in May. So I don't know. I feel like the judge is, I feel like it's a little too soon. I don't know if the judge is going to grant it. He might just be like, you know what? You just have to suck it up. I'm sorry, Mr. Winston. Y'all just have to suck it up and, deal it out. But let me see. I don't have the cases. Let's peep into Sarah Boone really quick. I promise y'all, for those of you guys who are watching the VOD right now, you're like, oh my God, just get to Wendi Adelson. I promise we'll be there in 2 minutes-ish. 2 minutes-ish. I just want to see if there's anything going on with Ms. Boone. Ms. Boone. What do we got? Conflict attorney. What? Wait, a conflict attorney has been appointed? What does that mean? 2-9. Oh, there's court minutes. What? Hold on. Whoa, we are so. Wait, I said 2 minutes, but we'll be there in 5 minutes. Hold on a second. There's some stuff going on with Sarah Boone. I didn't expect this. I thought the judge was going to be like, you know what, Mr. Winston, just deal with it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. She's on her 7th attorney now, but no, they granted it. I mean, I guess that's good. Maybe he went into more details about what the irreconcilable differences were. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, hold on a second. Sarah Boone first. Oh, hold on, no. Sarah Boone for a second. Court record. Okay. So we had a motion of withdrawal. That was February 1st. And then another motion of withdrawal on February 5th. Oh, did he have to include more details? Now, if you guys haven't seen it already, I made a video about Sarah Boone's recent letter complaining about her 7th attorney. I thought they were doing good. I thought they were getting along. I think it's just because I assumed they were. It seems like they were meeting. Things were happening. Sometimes when I popped in here, things were updating. They were trying to get experts and all that stuff. But no, they were not getting along, I guess. Or Sarah's complaining that she hasn't had much time to spend with her newest lawyer. I think he spent, according to her, by the way, according to her, she spent about 3.5 hours with him on like one of the first meetings. And then after that, he kind of ghosted her. But that's according to her. Who knows? She could be lying. But we have court minutes, motion to withdraw. Let's read the second motion to withdraw. To Assistant Attorney Dave Cacciatore. You'll please take notice that counsel will call for the hearing before the Honorable Michael S. Koenig. Okay, so this is for the hearing. Oh my God. Wait, was the hearing streamed? Do we have that? He assigned a lady lawyer for Sarah, but didn't move the trial date so far. Jesus. I don't know, man. I feel like Sarah, maybe she's just playing games, okay? Maybe she's just bored behind the bars and she's just playing. I don't know. Maybe she's playing games. Motion withdraw. Hearing, motion Koenig. Okay, so we have court minutes, which are, we can't access it. Conflict attorney appointed. Plea of not guilty entered. Note of placement of state witness on state's Brady list. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if maybe we can find the hearing. I'm sure the hearing's somewhere. State witness. Chelsea Kolpstel of the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I totally butchered that name. Sorry, Chelsea. What is this? Notice the provision of witness list. I don't think it's going to say anything. This is from Dave Cacciatore, the state attorney. Okay, well, it seems like Sarah Boone has a new attorney, Patricia Cashman. Patricia, If you're out there, if you watch my streams, good luck. You can do it. You got this. We believe in you. It wasn't fully streamed. There was a news station that had a tiny clip. Okay. Wait, was Winston Hobson there? Was Mr. Hobson there? And was Sarah Boone there in person? Oh man, take your time, Corky. We'll get Donna Sue when we get to Donna Sue. Tell me about the suitcase Sarah Buffoon. Some of you guys should be poets, okay? Is there anything where the court can just say, nah, enough? I assume that's where it would be heading, but this is a new judge overseeing this. We have Judge Kradnick now, not Judge Wooten. So maybe Judge Kradnick is like, you know what? All right, I'm going to grant it just this one time, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it is. Hi, Big Vaughn. She thinks she's difficult, they would just let her go. Maybe at some point she'll complain in appeals and say that, hey, my case was ridiculous. I went through so many attorneys because they were so incompetent. I didn't have time to prepare for my case fully because no one would update me. No one would let me show up at the court appearances. Maybe people were ignoring my meetings. I don't know. I don't know if that's the route that she's going to go, where she's like, I've been sitting in jail for 4 years and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry. Oh, the sizing for this is all funky. There you go. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut off there. Okay, well, let me see if I can find, Jesus, Sarah Boone status hearing. I don't know if I'm gonna. Do you know who the local news was that? I don't think Court TV or Law and Crime even did an update thing. Oh boy. So we have. I need you guys to help me. We need to find a Sarah Boone hearing that happened a couple days ago, and then the Donna hearing that happened today. Sarah Boone hearing. Streamed 10 months ago. When can we filter it by most recent? Duration, upload date. Okay. 2 days ago. Well, this is someone else's content though. Let me see where she watched it. Oh, I don't know if she shows where she watched it.
Sarah Boone and Wendi.
I have no idea where she watched it. I can see Mr. Hobson's back of his head. Yeah, she doesn't show where she watched the video. Well, I guess I just want to see if Mr. Hobson says anything else, because he did say that there was irreconcilable differences, but I just want to know if he kind of elaborated on it or maybe nah. Maybe nah. All right, well, if it pops up, I'll try to watch it, I guess. She isn't difficult. She's impossible. Yeah, Winston was there. Sarah was there. Oh. Ms. Boone has some ideas about what should be done and should not be done. I don't agree with those. Something she wants done, I won't do. Ah, okay. I think I heard Trago saying that it's possible that Sarah Boone wants Mr. Hobson to do some things that are maybe ethically a no-no. And maybe that's where they disagree. I wonder what it is. All right, well, let's see what this new lawyer is going to work with. She said in the court, Corgi, I've been sitting here for 4 years. Not sure there's a video, though. Fox 35 Orlando. Okay, thank you. Fox 35 Orlando. Fox 35 Orlando videos. Oh, dude, how often do they upload? They got fires, jetlands, crashes. I don't see Sarah Boone on here. If you're in my Discord, can you link it and let me know that you linked it? I don't see Sarah Boone on here. Maybe it's under their live. Sarah Boone, this is 7 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. 1 day. Oh, that's not Sarah Boone. Some other person. Maybe it's on their live stream. You found it? Can you, for some reason, I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix it. I can't see links in my YouTube chat. Can you put the link in my Discord? If you're in the Discord. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing today? It was streamed. Oh, okay, let me look at the live then. Maybe you have to go to the live section. No, I don't see it on the live. Fox 35 Orlando live. Don't see it. Oh my god. So sad. Sorry, I'm going through all this like crazy news right now. You guys ever go through Law and Crime's like feed? It's just depressing. Like when you go to their articles and stuff like that, and Court TV, it's just like, all these like horrible stuff. Okay, yes, I don't know. If anyone here streams on YouTube, if y'all know how to make it so I can see links on YouTube, let me know. Because I think YouTube withheld the link, but the weird thing is my viewers can see that there's a link in the YouTube chat, right? Can you guys see a link in there? I can't see the link in the YouTube chat. I don't know why. I'm the streamer. I should be able to see it. I should be able to see everything that goes on in the YouTube chat. I just don't know. I have no idea. Wait, I see an island girl hop into the server. Is that you? I just read about Sarah Boone. I just want to see her demeanor, you know? Just want to see her demeanor. And I do want to see what Winston Hobson is going to say. You can't see the link either? Okay. Maybe it's just not me then. Because last time someone was trying to post a link and then I couldn't see it. It was driving me nuts. All right. Sarah Boone, 7th attorney. Yeah, I don't know. This like went under the radar. Deep dive true crime. Nope, this is them covering the letter like I did. Covered the letter as well. All right, y'all. Well, if anyone finds the Sarah Boone recent court appearance, let me know. It's from February 9. So was it last Friday? Yeah, last Friday. So I'm looking for Sarah Boone and I'm looking for Donna Adelson from today. If y'all can grab it, please let me know. Or if you can find it somewhere, point me to the YouTube channel and then we'll watch it. Wow, interesting. Okay, well, you know, Miss Sarah Boone, stuff is moving along. And like you did mention, I do see the status hearing for April 12th and another status hearing for May 5th and then maybe a hearing for May 13th. Maybe. Who knows? There could just be more and more delays. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. All right, we'll just do Wendi Adelson then. Sorry, y'all. Usually when I have my streams, I try to come prepared. But I did not do my true crime update. Okay. The article. My phone is giving my downloads. Okay, no worries, no worries. Oh, was it an article or a live stream? Or let me... Florida woman accused. Okay, I see this. I mean, we could just read the article, I guess. Oh my God, there's so many ads on here. Okay, I found the article. Very ads heavy. Oh, the article has a video. Is this it? Okay. Thank you, Amanda. Yo, shout out to True Crime with Amanda. Thank you. Let me rewind it back a little bit. Can I hear this?
Police arrested her 4 years ago.
Ugh.
Court this morning to ask her case.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. What is this UI? All right. Winter Park woman accused of leaving boyfriend in suitcase to die gets a new lawyer. Someone did mention that was her fiance. Does anyone know if they were just boyfriend girlfriend or were they slated to get married?
Well, the woman you see here, Sarah Boone, faces charges after investigators say she murdered her boyfriend by leaving him zipped up in a suitcase. Police arrested her 4 years ago, and she was in court this morning to ask that her case quickly move forward. West 2's Bob Hazen was in the courtroom where the judge gave Boone another lawyer.
Sarah Boone's been through a lot of lawyers.
Yeah, she wants to speed up her case because, you know, to her, she's innocent and she's sitting in jail for no reason.
In fact, this
Hi,
is now
Rhiannon.
her
How are you doing
7th
today?
attorney. Her last one.
I'm tired of being here. I'm tired. I've been here for 4 years and I'm tired of being here and I'm tired of going through all of these attorneys, which are not my fault.
Sarah Boone is getting another chance to find the right lawyer to defend her in this bizarre case. In 2020, investigators...
Here's the thing. I think I know. Wait, okay, sorry. I think I know. I know for sure. I'm pretty fucking confident that she's going to testify. I'm very confident she's going to testify.
Say she left her boyfriend, George Torres Jr., zipped up in a suitcase after a game of hide and seek and recorded him begging for help.
So,
I don't understand what her excuse is going to be for this.
Yeah, that's when you do any choke.
Went to bed and then found him dead in the suitcase the next day. Since then, Boone's trial has been delayed repeatedly as she gets into conflicts with her lawyers, something the judge in her case noted.
And remember, it's not her fault, she says. It is not her fault. She's on her 7th attorney. I was just watching the live trial. Oh, how is it? I see clips of it. I'm just like, the titles are just so sad. I remember there was a huge doc that came out detailing about what happened to Harmony, and I was gonna read it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Fuck Adam Montgomery and his his girlfriend, right? Ugh.
Seemingly all of your relationships with counsel have deteriorated.
Boone often writes letters to the judges complaining about her lawyers. Attorney Winston Hobson was appointed back in September, saying they're at loggerheads and she makes difficult demands.
I would say Ms. Boone has some ideas about what should be done, should not be done. Don't agree with those. Some things she wants done, they won't do.
But when 100 days have passed and I haven't heard or said or done anything other than try to figure out where you are because your phone doesn't work, I'm not a bad person because of that.
The judge gave Boone a new lawyer but did not push back the trial, which is currently set to start.
Oh, is that her new lawyer right there?
In May.
Okay, loving the
At the Orange
attire,
County
loving the glasses, loving the hair.
Courthouse. Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
I wish I can wear hair like that. I wish my hair was like that naturally. I do have curly hair naturally though, but it doesn't look as voluptuous. I kind of wish they would just show the entire thing. I think it's just okay. If I can find the entire thing, I'm gonna play the entire thing. Because I just want to watch the entire thing. I don't want another recap of it. All right, well, Sarah Boone, new attorney. She's on her 8th attorney now, and we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. Your heart breaks every time I hear that last name. His wife, it's lost to hear. She's a monster. Oh, they were married. I heard that they were living in the car. And whenever she would have to use the restroom, there's nowhere to go. And they would get pissed at her whenever she would soil herself. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you're literally in a fucking car. She's young. Like, what do you expect? I don't know. People are just pop their little heads off. Yeah, people keep saying she should just hire a DB. I didn't see anything that showed it, but I'll keep looking too. I didn't know that she was in court recently. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe Law and Crime and Court TV will come out with it. Maybe they just need to get the footage from like a local TV news and then they can post it up or something like that. No one can seem to be fine. You're not alone. Okay. I will try. After my stream is over, I'll try to find it. And then the Donna Adelson one. Let me see. Okay, because I don't think Donna Adelson happened yet. Wait, hold on a second. Did it? Donna Adelson will stand trial. Because one person in my chat said it already happened, but then someone else said that was going to happen at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Got all over the place. No, maybe it already did happen. Donna Adelson will stand trial. No, okay, it already did happen. All right. Donna Adelson will stand trial September 30th for the murder for hire of her former son-in-law, FSU law professor Dan Markell. A judge set the trial date during the 5-minute court hearing. Oh yeah, 5 minutes. Donna appeared during video linked. Circuit Judge Stephen Everett asked both prosecutor and defense if each side had extended any plea offers in the case, and both said no. Donna Adelson is accused of conspiring with her son, Charlie Adelson, to kill her former son-in-law, Dan Markell. I can't wait to hear the evidence on this. Oh man, I can't wait to hear the evidence. Charlie was convicted. Okay, so we just have... Oh wait, what's this? What is this? Judge Everett said he was sued, set deadlines for motions and discovery in advance of Donna Adelson's trial. He set a case management hearing for July 22nd and a docket sounding for September 12th. Okay, let me add that to my thingy. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys helping me. Thank you. Thank you so much for helping me. I appreciate your help. So we have July 22nd. July. You know, that may sound like it's really far off, but it really isn't. Time goes by so fast. Donna Adelson, case management, and then docket sounding for September 12. September 12. Docket sounding. Sweet. All right, we're gonna go to Wendi interrogation now. But yeah, if anyone can find the Donna Adelson one, let me know. If not, it's all good. But I want to watch. I for sure want to watch the Sarah Boone one. You think Donna will testify too? I hope so. I love it when they testify. Hi, Lori. How are you doing today? Thanks for catching the live. Yeah. Also, guys, if you guys don't forget, have your notifications on so you know when I go live. And then also feel free to join the Discord. I post when I go live on there as well. And it's also like a little, like a little hangout spot for all of us. We can all chat together. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. Thanks, Go Lucky. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's the socials. There's so much time until September. I don't know, man. Time goes by so fast. Okay. It goes by so fast. Can you believe it? Murdoch trial happened a year ago. I feel like it just happened recently. The murder trial. A year ago. Crazy. All right, y'all. Let's do zoomed in version. This is part 3 of Wendi Adelson's interrogation. I thought in part 2 was when she was going to call her Mama Donna, but she's going to be calling her mom in this one. And I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Okay? Just want to know what your guys' thoughts are, because throughout this interrogation, she's been crying a lot. She's been crying nonstop, uncontrollably, and then she stops, and then it goes back and forth. But I don't know. I just thought the phone call was very interesting. And we'll get to there in a bit. We only have about an hour, a little bit over an hour, maybe an hour and a half for this, and then we don't see her ever again. I do want to listen to her on a podcast that she popped up on. I don't know. It's like a writing class podcast. I'm not really sure what even it is. Like, is it like a writing class? Is it a podcast? Or why was she speaking on there? I don't know. You love reviewing Wendy's shit stuff. Her stuff is like, her stories change constantly. I should do a video about her route. I think the route that she took to the liquor store and to go see her girlfriends was crazy, okay? I think she needed to give a better explanation than that. She should have been like, you know what? I was having a hard day, and sometimes I just go on drives, okay? Sometimes I light up a cigarette, smoke it out, and then I just go on a long drive, okay? And that's why I took such a horrible way to get to the liquor store and meet my girlfriends. But no, we didn't get an explanation for that. Oh, very, very shady. Yeah, super sad. I think the only person that had an inkling maybe was the uncle, right, Rhiannon? Wendy being a lawyer, she knows exactly. I don't know. She knows how to act. I don't know, Michelle. That's what you would think. I felt like there was so much going on in this interrogation that, I don't know. I felt like she should just be like, I'm bouncing. Bye. I'm going to go pick up my kids. I'm going to get it out of here because I don't know if I'm going to be safe or not, or if my kids are going to be safe. All right, y'all. So this is Wendi Adelson here, sitting with the... I think this is like the victim advocate or victim family advocate. I forgot what her title was.
Okay.
All right. I was just looking to see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nothing going on. And then my attorney really wants to talk to me.
Okay.
Did you hear about that?
No.
I think it's.
I want to sound boost it. And here's what I think about Wendi so far. I think Wendi... I don't know. She comes across as a people pleaser to me. Hold on a second. Where's my sound booster? Ooh, sound. What the? Hold on a second. Where's my sound booster? Sound booster. Volume master. What, volume master? Speed control? I don't know which one it is. Sorry, I gotta boost audio up. Volume master. Oh, these don't look, I don't. This does not look familiar at all. Try this.
It's nothing. It says we
Your
got
attorney for...
our divorce case.
Oh, okay.
It says we got a new judge.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. All right, let's, I mean,
Talk to us.
I didn't know earlier, but apparently you got a guy in your life named Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about Jeff.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hide anything.
No, I know you weren't.
I just didn't think to tell you about him. So he's been my boyfriend. We've been dating since...
And if you guys haven't already seen, we watched the Jeff Lacoste interrogation. Jeff was her ex-boyfriend, but they literally broke up, or they were on a break, I think a couple days before Dan Markel was murdered. And there were some interesting theories with Jeff People think that Wendi may have wanted to try to frame Jeff, although I don't know if I don't think I believe that. I don't think there's enough evidence to support that. But people do believe that. They think that like, oh, she purposely had him come that weekend. He drives the same car as like or similar car as what the hitman was driving, which I don't really agree. I mean, Prius and the hitman, I think Jeff drives like an old like Nissan or something like that. I don't know if I agree on that. But I don't know. It's very interesting to hear from Jeff, though, because we get to hear about his relationship with Wendi for the past couple months, how he calls her a liar, how she was, apparently cheating on him with a bunch of other guys, or she would disappear, and then her trips to Miami. Just some very interesting stuff like that. So if you guys haven't seen the Jeff Lacoste interview yet, watch it, okay? Because it's very interesting to see also. I think Jeff comes back for 3 different interviews. It's interesting to see how he is in the first interview versus how he like does a lot of like introspective thinking, and then how he changes in the second interview, and then in the third interview when he comes back like months later. But yeah, the crying didn't seem genuine. Yeah, it seems a little bit forced, rehearsed. I don't know.
End of October, Jane actually set us up, which is why Jane thought of him first. And Jane and I had a long talk earlier this week. We went on a walk together and talked about, I wasn't really sure I wanted to continue dating him. We had like a fight at the end of June, and it was...
And apparently that fight, I think it was him confronting her about her seeing other guys. I don't know. I mean, to him, it made it seem like their relationship was exclusive, but, maybe Wendi didn't set boundaries. Maybe she didn't make it clear. I don't know. I've only heard it from Jeff's side so far. Oh no, your birthday's on 9/9. I get Donna in court for my birthday this year. Oh no. I think she was trying to set him up as well as others. Here's what I think. I think that she was trying to throw her family under the bus. Just in case if things were to go down, I think she was okay with throwing Charlie in the bus and, maybe at some point, the rest of her family. I don't know, because we didn't really hear about Jeff Lacoste until Jane brought it up. So unless you think maybe Jane and Wendi are in cahoots together, I don't know if I buy that. I don't think I do. But yeah, it was Jane that brought up Jeff Lacoste, and that's the reason why. Wait, actually, hold on a second. I think she briefly brought up Jeff, but not in a way where she brought up Charlie numerous of times, like, oh, the hitman, the TV thing, da 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 da. I think maybe after the fact, she's like, oh, you know what? Maybe Jeff can't go down for this,
It's weird. And then I went away for 2 weeks and just got back, and I asked him to just no contact for a week just so I could kind of figure out whether I wanted to be with him or not.
When did you ask him that?
Monday night after yoga. I sent him an email Monday night.
Yours or his yoga or both?
When I heard Jeff's interview, I was like, you know what? Maybe Wendi was trying to set him up, because I think what happened was people were like, oh, she may have wanted to make him look like the jealous or angry boyfriend, and that it would make sense for, Wendi breaks up with Jeff. Jeff is like, okay, well, let me do something for Wendi and let me get rid of Dan Markel, who's been a pain in the ass. But I just feel like that motive wouldn't make sense because, well, obviously, if Dan Markel is gone, Wendi would just move back to South Florida and he wouldn't get her anyways because he lives in Tallahassee. But I remember when I heard from Jeff's perspective, I was like, oh, that, maybe she was trying to set him up. But I don't know. Seeing her in this interrogation, I don't really see her bringing up Jeff too much. I think she brought him up like briefly, like once or twice.
I don't know what that means. I went to a yoga class.
Went to yoga together?
Wendi at hers?
Like together.
Okay.
I mean, she's
Some
pretty.
guys like yoga.
I'm not judging, I'm just asking.
I go to yoga, or I
And
used
Jeff
to.
goes too?
And he would go with me sometimes.
Friendly?
So Monday night after yoga,
I sent him
this past Monday,
this Monday,
Okay.
yes, July 14th.
okay?
I just sent him an email and said, my heart is really heavy and I'm having trouble figuring out what to do. It'd be a lot easier if I just didn't have any contact from you for 1 week, and then we'll kind of figure out where to go from there. And so I haven't had any contact from him.
They what? She was on OkCupid chatting with many men. Wait, is OkCupid still a thing? Even 2014, were people still using OkCupid? I guess so, right? 2014 is 10 years, a long time. They outed her on the stand about it. It was pretty funny. Was it when she was testifying, or was it when other officers went up there that was testifying? Oh, because I do want to watch Jeff Lacoste's testimony in Charlie Adelson's trial. I do want to watch that.
Was he amicable to that, or did he
He didn't respond to it. I said, I'm going to take your silence as acceptance. And
Oh, okay, you were in person telling.
no, I emailed him after yoga. He'd been like, let's go out tomorrow, let's go out the next day. And I have a hard time saying no. And so I didn't say no.
Is OkCupid like an app, kind of like Tinder, Coffee Meets Bagel?
Person.
Or is it just a website that you go on? Hi, Juju.
Later I wrote him and said I really just need like a week of silence to get some clarity on where we are.
Okay. So he never responded. Still has not responded.
The only response I had is that I bought some presents for Ben for his birthday when Jeff and I went to Destin one time and he had them at his house. And so he brought them. I came to work and there was a bag of the presents from his house. But I had asked him at yoga, I said, oh, when you get a chance, I'm really going to need you to bring those presents because I don't have the boys this week and I could wrap them. And so he just brought the presents so I could wrap them.
When did he bring them?
It must have been Tuesday morning at some point.
Wait, is this the same time where she broke up with him? Like, hey, thanks for the presents. I'm breaking up with you.
I'm not in the office like 9 to 5 right now because I just finished teaching and students are out of session. And so I have writing deadlines. So I work sometimes from home or from a coffee shop. And so I rolled into work sometime mid-morning and they were there. So I don't know what time he was there, but I could ask my assistant.
No, that's all right. I'm just saying, you asked him for them
And he brought him
on the phone, I guess?
When I saw him at yoga on Monday,
Okay.
I had mentioned to him that I wanted to wrap these presents. I had most of the week without the boys and I was, looking for something to do. I might as well wrap Ben's birthday presents. And so he brought them to the office.
So he brought them even after the whole...
I said no contact,
stage.
but...
Poor Jeff. Hey, I'm going to break up with you, no contact. But, let me get those presents.
Yeah.
Why would you say, what was how long have you been seeing Jeff?
Since the end of September.
Okay, all right, and so since September, you all have been seeing each other exclusively?
In the fall, I was dating someone else too, and the relationship really evolved around February.
Oh, okay. In the fall, she was dating someone else too. So not exclusive at the time, but then February is when things were getting serious. Okay. I don't know. I felt like Jeff thought things were already serious in the fall time. Crap, man. I need a refresh on Jeff's interrogation.
Post-divorce, I was kind of slow to but so I jokingly used to call him my special man friend, and around February, he started being more like my boyfriend. He started spending some time with the kids, and they really adore him. And I introduced him as mommy's friend, not as mommy's boyfriend. So they just think of him as Jeffrey, and he plays Star Wars with them. And so he and I would spend time together on the nights or the days I didn't have the boys. And then when I had the boys, he never stayed over, but he would sometimes join us for dinner and play with the kids and then go home. And things actually were great, and I was very happy. And then we went to...
Oh, I wonder if she's going to talk about the fight, because I think the June fight was when he saw her at a coffee shop with another guy, right?
Gainesville together. He's a social work professor at FSU, and he was teaching a class at Gainesville. And so I didn't have the boys that weekend. I went with him to work on some writing, and we had a great weekend until Saturday night. We went out to dinner. We came home, and he just was convinced that I'd been cheating on him for months, and had kept track of it, and was just absolutely convinced that I was cheating on him. And I kept telling him I wasn't, and he just was... I felt not very trusting of me, and it just made me feel really uncomfortable. And after that happened, I wasn't sure that I wanted to be with him.
Wait, so she said that she was not cheating on him, but during this time she was on OkCupid talking to other people? Where was this during the trial? Was it when Jeff was testifying or when Wendi was testifying?
I'm wondering what brought this on, the whole not trusting thing.
I'd been dating someone else in the fall, and so he had asked me to see someone else in the fall, kind of once things were good with us, maybe around April, and I said I did, and I told him about it, and he felt like, I don't know, he was jealous of him, and he was like, I don't want you to see him, and the guy I was dating was leaving town, and so I said, well, I want to, go get coffee with him before I leave town, and he said, I really, I don't want you to do that, and we had an argument about it, and I went and had
No, his version was different. Oh, we're getting different versions right now. Okay, so in April, she told him about the other guy she was dating in the previous fall. But, because what she's saying that like, hey, I told Jeff that I was going to meet up with a guy that I used to date, get coffee with him. But Jeff said he didn't know anything about it, I think he just appeared at the coffee shop. Why was he at the coffee shop? Did he have an inkling that she was going to meet with someone? Because I don't think she gave him a heads up. I think he kind of just like went there and then he saw her with another guy at a coffee shop and that's when he was freaking out. Oh.
So he had asked me, did you see someone else in the fall? Kind of once things were good with us, maybe around April. And I said I did. And I told him about it. And he felt like, I don't know, he was jealous of him. And he was like, I don't want you to see him. And the guy I was dating was leaving town. And so I said, well, I want to, go get coffee with him before I leave town. And he said, like, I really, I don't want you to do that. And we had an argument about it, and I went and had coffee with him anyway, and he ended up at the same coffee shop at the same time and saw us having coffee and got really angry. But
when was that?
That was May.
May.
Like mid to late May, maybe.
Okay. Well, do you think it was a coincidence, or do you think he intentionally went to that?
I think it was a total coincidence.
Okay.
Oh, no. Unlucky for her. Lucky for Jeff. Oh, my God. Why? Why? Oh, when Wendi testified in the last trial and Charlie's trial? Okay. Women like Wendi will make you give up women and take up smoking. It's a lot safer. No, trust me. Okay. If you ever encounter women like Wendi, move on to the next. There are some good people out there. All right. There's lots of good people out there.
I was only there for like 30 minutes. And yeah, I think it just is a small town.
Okay. All right. What kind of car does Jeff drive?
I'm really bad with this. It's silver colored. I think it's a Nissan. It's very old and very rundown.
Okay.
Like a Nissan Sentra Altima, maybe?
Silver Nissan?
I forgot what she said, or what he said.
Gray, silver.
Okay. You don't know what year or how many doors or anything?
I want to say 2 doors.
2 door?
Maybe at this point, this is where she's like, wait a second. I could throw my family under the bus and Jeff could be a potential suspect. I don't know. Let's see what she says.
And I don't know what year it is. I have no idea.
You pretty sure about the 2 door?
I'm pretty sure.
Hi,
I feel
Leela.
like, yeah.
Wendy's a player.
Is it his car exclusively?
Exclusively. He doesn't even have to share it with anyone.
Okay. Does he live alone?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he live?
He lives in an apartment complex. I've actually only been over there once because he was kind of embarrassed. It's a basement apartment and it's off Park Street. I think it's called Victory Gardens. Okay. It's like between Park and Appalachia.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, good guy Steve. How are you?
It's off Victory Garden, but you don't know the name of the complex?
I thought that's the name of it. Is Victory Gardens a road?
Victory Gardens a road, yeah.
I thought that was the name of the apartment.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, God. Whose ringtone is that?
Closer to, or is it halfway down?
If you turn left, if you're on Park and you're heading towards downtown, if you turn left, it's on your right.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, I'm Investigator Cherry. I just got
Hi.
a couple of questions if I can just jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Obviously, we asked earlier about
Your route?
Danny's passcodes to his phone, his iPad, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you one that he used to have back in the day.
I wish in this interrogation, I wish the inspector realizes, or inspector. I wish the detective or investigator realized that she took a funky route to go to the liquor store and to go to her girlfriend's lunch thing. God, I want them to confront her right there, right then and there, on the spot to see what she says. I don't think they do though.
Yeah, let me have that one.
God, it's the only one I can think of though.
It's okay.
I know a passcode used to be Mara Green.
Hi, Melina. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? How is everything in Sweden? Unless you're traveling right now. Hold on. I was not logged into my admin account on my Twitch. Now I gotta do this really quick. Hi, Lyrica. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, this is Twitch stuff right now. Let me just do a quick. Oh, hold on. I'm an idiot. I just closed my own chat. I can't do anything on. I can't do any of the mod shit. Melina, hi. Come visit me sometimes. I know you hate LA and you hate America, but come visit us sometimes, okay? We up in here. Or I'll come visit you in Sweden. Yeah. Go to fucking Europe. I've never been to Europe before. Hi, Suhas. How are you doing today? Hello. Shit. Let me get my, let me log into my Twitch account because I can't do shit on there. Twitch. Yes. I've never been to Europe before. I want to go so bad. It's just fucking expensive. I think when I was trying to look at, what was it, like TwitchCon Amsterdam, like a couple years ago, I was like, bro, we looked at the hotels in the UK. It was so expensive. I was like, what is this? And we looked at Airbnb too, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I do want to go visit sometime. We keep going to Japan over and over again because Japan is like so fucking cheap. All right, y'all. Well, for those of you guys who are joining us, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you guys being here for Melina's stream. We're just watching true crime stuff, watching interrogation. This is Wendi Adelson over here, all right? Her entire family have been accused of murdering her ex-husband, and they had 2 kids together, 3 and 5 years old. So we're watching her interrogation right now because she's kind of a lot of people think she's a piece of shit. We're trying to figure out if she's a liar or not. I have my inklings about her, but, she's not on trial yet, or maybe she will be one day.
M1.
You're sounding. I would love to go.
RAGLIM 1.
I'm sorry, M-E.
E is an elephant. RAGLIM. Maraglim 1. But this is like.
Oh, thanks, Jan.
I got that. Well, here's the thing. I got 3 kids, and we've downloaded a lot of games on our phones and our iPads.
I see that too. Lori says she seems like a person has always gotten away by her charm. Yeah, charm, looks, that can really go a long way with people. But the more time that people spend with you, the more they're gonna start smelling the bullshit. Okay, that's what Jeff was. It took him a while to get. It took him a while to see it, but at some point, I think he was starting to smell the bullshit with Wendi. But remember, oh god, poor Jeff, man. Jeff was like so spellbound by her. Even during the first interrogation, maybe even the second one. He was like, man, but if she would be willing to take me back, I will go back in a heartbeat. Oh, man. Even though he found out that she was lying and, seeing another guy, he was like, I'd go back to her in a heartbeat. And he was talking about how beautiful she was and how her boobies look nice in that Facebook picture. I'm like, Jeff, you can do better. Come on, you got it. You got this. Yeah, I've been seeing it. Melina has a cool podcast called Britter Swede. I've been seeing all the Instagram post stuff. So I'm assuming they're clips from her podcast and stuff. Wait, what is this? Is that the right playing Ebony, the King's Return? What was she playing? What is that? I've never heard that before. What is Ebony, the King's Return, y'all? I've not heard of that. Wendi triggers something in me and you feel disgusted. I just think that we don't like being, we don't like feeling like we're manipulated, right? When you encounter someone and then you really like them, you fall for their charm. Maybe they're even good looking, maybe they're not. But it's really the charm thing and their personality. And then you find out that they duped you the entire time. Yeah, it's a really shitty feeling.
And
I hate compulsive liars.
The little buggers will try to know the passcode. Now, Danny seemed very involved with his children.
Yeah.
I got that sense as soon as I stepped in the house. Is there any chance that the kids may
know?
Maybe they
know that iPad code. They might.
All right. When we get a chance, can we just double check and see that? Because that might help us out.
Can I ask them rather than you? I just think.
Oh, no. I want you to ask them.
Absolutely. They know. I don't have an iPad, but my parents do, and they know, like, what's the secret code? Right. So they would know if Abba had a secret. That's what they call Danny. They call him Abba. They would know if Abba had a secret code. What's the secret code? Right. So I can ask them in a way that.
And so the iPad and the phone, if they know.
Does his phone have a passcode? Do you have his phone? Yeah.
Let's get it. Here's the kid's date of birth.
I was thinking maybe that. I don't know. Usually people use like dogs. We don't have a dog. He didn't have a dog growing up.
Yeah. Well, the texts are telling me that it was possibly a number. Like mine's a number, and not necessarily.
Okay, so I saw this on TV. Maybe it's not a thing, but you know how they were trying to get into Paul's phone, Paul Murdoch's phone, and you know how they're trying to get into like Jeff's phone right now. Is it? I know they're trying to guess the passwords and stuff like that, but are they not allowed to use a person's dead body, like their fingerprints or like the face recognition, to just get into the phone? Can they not do that? I genuinely do not know, and I haven't looked it up yet. But I was watching this TV show about this lawyer who was trying to get into someone's phone, and then she got into the mortuary, and she's like, and then she just like used his face and got in. Or no, she used his fingerprint to get in. And I was like, oh, I wonder if you're allowed to do that in today. Probably not, right? I feel like you can't get in the normal way, which is putting in the codes. Then you have to hire like FBI and all that to break in. Like, I don't know. Can you use face recognition or like thumbprint to just get in the phone? I don't know. I'm very curious about that.
But I would think it would be a number.
So I was thinking maybe birthdays and whatnot.
Yeah.
So one son's birthday is July 29, 2009.
Which one's that?
Benjamin.
That's Ben.
And any other ones is October 13th, 2013.
No, 2012.
I'm sorry,
2010.
2010.
You were wrong.
I know.
That's Lincoln.
I was there for it.
You were there, yeah. Okay. Yeah, mine are 6, 3, and 8 months tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just let me know.
Okay, so I will, as soon as I see them and it's appropriate, I'll ask them.
Oh, I've never heard of that before. The charm bomb. It's intoxicating. The downside is depressing.
Okay.
And see if I can find out.
Well, he can try the 2 date of birth now.
Oh,
and see.
yeah, no, of course. I just meant in terms of asking them what's the code.
And it's maybe important to kind of get that out of the way.
I know, I just meant like I haven't seen my kids
No,
yet.
I understand that. I understand that. And it is.
As soon as I see them and I can be like, does Aunt Lynn have an iPad? You know,
Hi, Christine.
Does Abba has an iPad? What's his code? I'll ask as soon as I can ask, okay?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So that's, is that Hebrew?
Wait, y'all. Let's do a quick little bathroom break because we ain't trying to get a UTI today, okay? Quick little bathroom break. Be back in 1 minute. I pee fast. Hold on a second. Where's the fucking... Ugh. Okay. I pee fast. Da-da-da-da. Hold on a second, Shiro. You never had a UTI before? Oh, lucky. I had a UTI in high school and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to be pregnant. I don't know. I thought I was going to die. And I was too scared to tell my mom. And it's funny because it's not like we didn't have health class. We had health class, but health class never talked about UTIs. Never. I don't know why. I hope they changed their curriculum. Also, they did not teach you that you should wipe from front to back. Actually, no, hold on a second. Did I learn front to back from my health teacher? I think I did. Yes, my mom was the one who didn't teach me that, okay? Useless. Oh, did I get a flood? Anything? Well, remember I told you guys about the drama with my son? Oh, I don't know if my Twitch or my YouTube channel knows about this. If you're in the Discord, you know, because I've been complaining about it. My sunroom is ridiculous, okay? I don't know, man. We had someone come in to try to seal it again so the water doesn't come in. And half of it worked. The other half, a little bit of water was coming in. So it's a little bit better. But luckily, the rain situation wasn't too bad. There are some YouTubers that I watch that do like home decor stuff. Oh my God, some of their houses flooded. Ah! Ah! You're laying in the bed feeling like crap. No, both you and your husband. Oh, COVID sucks, dude. COVID's the worst. COVID's horrible. I'm so scared of COVID. I'm like, I don't want to get COVID. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, God, I'm wiping wrong. Yeah, I didn't know you're not supposed to wipe back to front because I did it as a kid. And then I would get UTIs, you know, when I was in high school, I guess, you know, being all nasty and stuff. I didn't know you're supposed to wipe from front to back. I've been owed money from a local company for years. Ooh, you got that check. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yay. Wait, quick question. 1 in chat if you watched the Super Bowl yesterday. 2 in chat if you're like me and you're like, what? Did anyone watch the Super Bowl yesterday? I saw that Usher did the halftime show. When I was younger, I used to always wonder, oh, how come they get artists to play that are not relevant? But I forget that the people that attend the Super Bowl or the people that are, you know, have money to go are people that are like my age. So even though like a lot of the probably people who are like in their teens and 20s are like, who's Usher? Why is Usher up there? Why don't they get someone younger? You know, it's because they're catering towards like us people. Because Usher was my shit when I was growing up. COVID sucks. Yeah, COVID does suck, and it's horrible. It's painful. It sucks. It really sucks. I've never been sick like that before. And food poisoning sucks, right? I've had food poisoning before where it comes out of all the holes. But man, COVID just sucks, dude. I hate COVID. Ugh. I don't know how people get COVID multiple times and just be okay with it. You watch for Usher? I heard the music and I was like, jamming a little bit, you know? But I don't know people who are, you know, for the y'all who were born in like the 2000s, the late 90s. Like, I don't know if y'all even know who Usher is. My dad kept asking me who all the artists were during the show, 42. I knew there was Usher. I heard Ludacris. I heard Alicia Keys, who I love Alicia Keys. And then I heard, who else was there? Lil Jon, Ludacris, Alicia Keys. Who else made an appearance? My mom loves Usher to this day. Yeah, I was like, oh, his music. Oh, so good. So good. I was vibing so much. Do you know the Home Improvement? Oh, I heard about that. I saw a thumbnail, but I haven't seen it yet. Hi, Storm. How are you doing today? Are you excited for the new season for Overwatch? Do you remember the show Home Improvement? I do. The one that played the oldest son, Zachary Bryan, was arrested for DUI. I think it's an assault in the video. It's from Law and Crime. Yeah, I saw snippets of it. Or I saw snippets of headlines. Sorry, I didn't see snippets of the video. It's all good. Typos happen all the time. You don't have my clear glasses on. I need to get my eyes checked. Oh, man. Your mom is me. I'm your mom. No, you're not that much older than me. You're not. I'm like literally like, I don't know. I feel like I should just round up my age. I'm like, how old am I again? I'm either 34 or 35. I always forget. I got food poisoning and oh my God. While staying in a shared hostel toilet. Oh, oh God. I don't think so. I don't think 40s. It's weird because when I was younger, I was like, man, people who are like late 20s, they're so old. And then when I was late 20s, I was like, oh, we're not old. We're chill. Psh. And I was like, oh, people who are like in their 30s are old. I'm like, I'm in my 30s right now. We're not old. And then now it's like, before it was like, oh, people who are like mid 30s are old. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel fucking old. I feel like none of my friends are old. It's weird. Like once you get there, it doesn't feel old. Maybe it's like when you get to like, you know, like 60s, maybe it feels old. 50s, 60s. I don't know. I don't feel like an adult. I don't feel old at all. I feel like I'm just chilling, you know? Chilling. And I feel like all my friends that are having kids, I feel like they're just kids having kids. You know? It's weird. So weird. 87, 88, no. After that. Yeah, you're close to like the 60s now? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, and even so, like aging is, I don't know, aging is pretty fucking fun. I would, if I were to go back, I would not go back to my 20s. Mid 20s, nope. Late 20s, nope. Early 30s, oh, I don't know. I feel like mid 30s is like where it's at. It's fun. Mid 30s is great. I love mid 30s. 20s is just so chaotic, man. Too much going on. Too much crazy shit. But I don't know. I feel like as I just get older, it's just going to become more and more fun and more chill. I don't know. I feel like the confidence that you have as you age is great. I love it. I don't know where the last 20 years went. My daughter's like 13 years now. People will think I'm far younger. No, when you're older like me, you'll get away with saying more shit. And you don't give a damn. I love it. I don't know. Now I understand. You know, when you run across like old people who just don't give a fuck, they just do them. I don't know. Now it's like, oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I'm the oldest one here. 180 years and still going. No. I'm a vampire. Okay. I changed my mind. I was born in 1889. All right. I'm a vampire. Lestat is my real name. You're 32. It feels like surreal because your brain doesn't comprehend age anymore. Right? It's so weird because I was like, man, when I think about my mom and her friends, I feel like they all seem so old. And then I'm like, ew, I was older than my mom than when she had me. I don't know. It's weird. Like, they were not adults. Hi, Russian. How are you doing today? You basically just stopped hearing about a lot of things. Honestly, no tolerance for drama. Yeah, okay. That's what I want to work on, though. I think I started having no tolerance or no patience for things. I want to work on that. I don't want to be that person like becomes really old and then has no patience for like young people or stuff like that. I don't know. I want to like have more patience because I feel like that will make you miserable. I started getting really jaded when I don't know. There's just like some shit like when I run into like a young person's channel, the shit that they say sometimes I'm just like, ugh. But I get it's all in the process of learning and growing, and you're just young, and you're just testing out ideas and stuff. But I don't know, it's so cringe. But we all go through it. I just turned 63. I don't feel as old as you make it sound. I mean, honestly, old. I feel like objectively, 60s is old. But like, do you feel old? Probably not. You know, I feel like when people are like that age, like for some reason, like think about like Johnny Depp, right? Like how is Johnny Depp right now? I think he's like my mom's age. I think he's like, isn't he 60 now? Johnny Depp doesn't feel 60 years old. He doesn't feel old. Johnny Depp, I don't know. Like there are just some people that just don't feel old. Wow. Meanwhile, there are some people who are like in their late 20s or 30s where I'm like, okay, you seem old. You seem and feel old. Very true. I have patience for other people. I don't. Dennis has good patience for other people. I just don't. I want to. I'm learning. I'm trying to. I just don't want to be an angry person, you know? And I think that's what happens when you deal with a lot of people and you become really impatient with them. You just become really angry and annoyed. So I got to change that. Oh, is he around 65 now? Yeah, he's like my mom's age. Johnny Depp age. Like, Johnny Depp just doesn't feel old to me. Oh, he's 60. He's not 60. Who said he was 65? Lori? Johnny Depp is 60 years old. He was born in 1963. Oh, wait, he's younger than my mom. My mom was born in 1962. Okay, like 1 year younger. Yeah, like when I look at Johnny Depp, I'm like, wait, that's 60s? That's not that bad, right? I don't know. There are some people that I look at, I'm like, oh, that's 60s, that's 70s. Like, I don't know, it doesn't feel old. And I think once we get to that age, 60, 70 maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to still feel old. I don't think so, but we'll see. Depends if you take care of your health or not, I guess. Yeah, the back thing, I feel you on that too. Like my lower back sometimes be acting up. I feel you on that. New season, haven't seen it yet. There's a lot of changes for the new season in Overwatch. New comp, everything's going to be new about it. And then heroes are getting changes. Everyone will have passive healing now, so you don't have to rely on your healer. Mm-hmm. You become more introverted when you're older as well. Listen, there are some old people who are like super extrovert. I'm like, how? How does that drain you being around people? I don't know. Like I see some people who are like social butterflies and they're like 50s, 60s, 70s, like just butterflying it up. Okay. Like when I read Becky Hill's emails, oh my God, I feel so drained. My energy feels drained reading it because I feel like she has so much energy. I'm just like, how? Like for me, it's like, I don't want to hang out with anyone. In 60s doesn't feel old at all. Yeah, I feel like once you get there, you're like, it doesn't feel old. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Depending on the person. Because like I said, like I used to think like 30s was old, right? But now I'm like, 40s? I don't think 40s really is that old. I don't know. Tokyo Vice. Oh, no. I've been catching up on The Judge, which I didn't know. The Judge, instead of being on HBO, it is now on Paramount. So I'm catching up on The Judge right now. It's so good. All right, y'all. Sorry. Back to Wendi. I love chatting with you guys. Back to Wendi. Oh, Nicole. That sounds painful. The spine surgeries. Are they working? Are you good now? Or is it still kind of like an adjustment? Your parents are extremely social. Couldn't be me. Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I just want to chill.
Ava?
Yeah.
Okay, his father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
I know
True.
that,
Yeah,
like,
very true,
abuela
Debbie. Very true.
For Spanish is grandmother.
That's true.
Right, Sarah?
I did.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, I probably should, but I don't.
I do.
Okay. The guy that you were seeing in the fall that Jeff got jealous of and
His
saw
name's Daniel.
Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel what?
Sack.
Sack?
S-A-C-K. He's moved. So he was, he and I actually went to college together, and I randomly found out that he was still in Tallahassee.
No, Chopper, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I just, it's hard to click on the videos. Usually I'll tune into like the Crumbly one. I've been tuning in for the lawyer shit show stuff because that's pretty entertaining. But I don't know, man. The Adam stuff, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like sometimes there are some days where I'm like, you know what? I can do like some deep true crime stuff. there's some days where I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I need to work on my sleep right now.
But he was really eager to leave Tallahassee. He wanted to be in the Northeast. And so...
law student?
No, he's teaching at the theater department. So we knew each other in college and then lost track for 12 years. And then he ended up getting hired by the theater department here.
Oh, this is another guy?
But since left?
Since, yeah, in May, at the end of May, he moved to Amherst to start a job there.
Connecticut?
Massachusetts.
In May?
Yeah, end of May, maybe early June.
Right, because remember, with the Letitia Stout stuff, that was hard to get through as well. But for her, at least from what we know, it seemed like a one-off thing, like a one-episode thing with her and Gannon. It wasn't like a prolonged abuse that happened over the span of like months, years, you know? With the Harmony stuff, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if she ever had a good day. I don't know. Maybe she did when she was, you know, off with her. You know how like sometimes when your family sucks and then you just look forward to going to school? You're just like, I just want to go to school. I want to be away from my family members. They suck. You know, I want to be around like normal adults. I want to be around shitty kids. So I don't know. Maybe Harmony had good days when she was around other people or like attending classes. But I don't know did she even go to school? I know they were like living in the car for a bit.
Like that.
Is Amherst a college?
Yeah, but he's at UMass Amherst.
Okay.
Donna couldn't get her pho because her daughter couldn't
Do
act.
you need to eat?
No, I don't know that I'm going to eat for a long time.
Okay. Do you need
I think I
something?
had that
You got water.
last lunch.
And you saw him briefly at the same time you were seeing Jeff?
In the fall, yeah. I had actually never dated two people at once before, but I wasn't exclusive with either one. And
Right.
so I dated them both until until I realized like Daniel just was gonna leave, and I thought Jeff had potential. So
Oh no, that's the only reason why she chose Jeff was because the other guy was just leaving. And then she's like, oh, I guess I'll settle for Jeff. Oh no. Oh, dude, you know for sure Jeff watched this interview. Oh no, Jeff.
But let's get back to this Saturday. I guess this was this past Saturday that he got mad about.
when he got mad, it was June 28th. It was before I left for Miami with the boys.
Okay.
So, yeah, he got really mad.
But what sparked that?
That was what was really sort of surprising is Daniel had been gone. We'd had a month of like really, really great times, very happy month, and we went out to a nice dinner with friends and then got back to the hotel room, and I could just tell he was upset. And so for me, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Was that in Gainesville?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when Jeff wanted to look at your phone or something?
Yeah. Did Jane tell you that?
Yeah.
So he had said that he wouldn't. It wasn't that time, but he had said, you know, I, you know, like if Jeff would be over and I was doing something, I would leave my phone out. I have this like old agenda book. I'd leave that out, and basically he said that he like saw that I had called Daniel, and he saw it in
Daniel
my phone.
Stack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, that's why I said there's Danny and then there's Daniel.
Gotcha.
Wait, sorry, I was hold on, I guess I got completely sidetracked from you guys in the chat. Do I think she learned anything from Donna? I don't know. I haven't seen much of Donna yet. We've only seen Donna on the TV shows and stuff. I think she's, I mean, there are just people who, you know, from trial and error, you learn that looks and being charming will get you to places sometimes. Sometimes you get what you want, you know? Sometimes you get what you want. And I did see pictures. There's like on my thumbnail, there's a picture of Wendi when she was a kid. Like she's always been pretty. You're watching it in Disorder in the Court. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back a little bit. I got distracted. I'm sorry, in the VOD. I'll probably just cut it out in the VOD. Okay. Never dated two people at once. Okay, here we go.
So I dated them both until until I realized like Daniel just was going to leave, and I thought Jeff had potential. So.
But let's get back to this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this was this past Saturday that he got mad about.
When he got mad, it was June 28th. It was before I left for Miami with the boys.
Okay.
So, yeah, he got really mad.
But what sparked that?
That was what was really sort of surprising is Daniel had been gone. We'd had a month of like really great times, very happy month, and we went out to a nice dinner with friends and then got back to the hotel room, and I could just tell he was upset. And so for me, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Was that in Gainesville?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when Jeff wanted to look at your phone or something?
Yeah. Did Jane tell you that?
Yeah.
So he had said that he wouldn't. It wasn't that time, but he had said, like if Jeff would be over and I was doing something, I would leave my phone out. I have this like old agenda book. I'd leave that out, and basically he said that he like saw that I had called Daniel, and he saw it in
Daniel
my phone.
Stack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, that's why I said there's Danny and then there's Daniel.
Gotcha.
So it had really upset me that he had gone through my phone and that he had, I was just, the whole time I was just kind of crying. I was just really sad. I felt like we had a great relationship, and his behavior made me think that I couldn't really be with someone like that. And I didn't really say much other than I was just really like, no, I didn't cheat on you. Like, yes, I saw Daniel in the fall. Like, no, I haven't seen him.
Oh, remember Amber Heard's acting coach testified? Oh my gosh. It's like, oh, you were Amber Heard's acting coach. Interesting.
More than as a friend since February, and like, if you don't trust me, we can't really do this. So, and then he was, really sad and apologetic and was like, oh my God, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm going to lose you. And I never really thought I would be in a police station talking about my relationship.
Well,
I understand that it's potentially relevant.
so this was on the 28th of June in Gainesville.
Yeah, so we drove back that Sunday morning, and I cried the whole way. We drove back to the house, and I told him, like, my parents don't believe that I can drive the boys down to South Florida by myself, so they like to drive up and help me drive down with them. So my folks were coming up that Sunday. So Jeff left, I had a couple of hours, my parents came up, and then Monday morning I went and picked up the kids, and that was the weekend that Amy was visiting, Danny's girlfriend. Okay. So that was my first time meeting Amy, so I went to our former house, and I was really, anxious to meet Amy and kind of sad about 620. Sad about the whole thing, and so my dad was like, well, I'll stand with you. So my dad stood next to me on the doorbell, and Amy was perfectly lovely, and I picked up the kids, and they seemed really happy, and got in the car and said goodbye.
Her giggle was so sus. Right. I think that's where her people pleasing is kicking in. She wants to like please people. She wants people to like her. She wants people to be at ease with her. And I think that's why we hear a lot of like, because I do it too sometimes, where you're just like, like a lot of like, like, like shit like that. And there are some things that she say too, where she'll make these jokes, and sometimes like the jokes at the time may seem like a little inappropriate, but I think she's doing it because she wants to ease attention a little bit, and she wants the investigators and the person next to her to lock her.
Okay, that was Monday.
Yeah.
And then
I was in Coral Springs or Miami with my folks, and my brother and my other brother came down. It was my dad's 70th birthday on July 5th, so we had a party for him, and I had Skype contact with Danny and the boys. And so after we left the next day, he flew up to New York and was in New York that whole time.
Who?
Danny.
Okay.
So Amy went back, and the next day Danny went back to join her, and so he was in New York the whole time I was in. He flew back July 11th.
Okay.
In time to pick up the boys on that Friday afternoon.
Okay. Let's get back to Jeff after you come back to Tallahassee, and I can't remember which day.
So I had lost my voice.
Right.
So I got back to Tallahassee. My parents came with us, and then Saturday morning I took my folks to get their rental car. They left, and I had a cold, and I wasn't feeling well, so I kind of just was in my house all day Saturday. Sunday, Jeff and I made plans to go see. So Sunday the 11th, 12th.
Look at your phone.
Yeah, Sunday the 13th.
You hadn't seen him since you drove back on the 29th.
That's right. So July 13th, I saw him. We went to a movie and then got some dinner, and we're talking, and it was confusing because I missed him, and it was nice to be with him, but I also felt kind of like uncertain given his behavior in Gainesville. I have kids. I feel really protective of, you know, if someone...
And that'll be the 13th.
The 13th is when I went out with him.
Okay. That's on Monday?
No, it was a Sunday. And then the 14th was the night I went to yoga, and he came and seemed to want to, like, go out a lot the rest of the week, and I just knew I needed some headspace to figure out what to do.
Okay, the 13th you went out with Jeff, went to a movie. The 14th you went to yoga.
Mm-hmm.
He went to yoga.
Yeah.
But no discussion. Oh, no, you email him later.
Yeah, the eldest brother, Rob, it seems like he cut off the entire family.
Say just
But
as
for
like
him?
a week off. And I'm sure, I mean, I don't know, like, you can find it in my phone. It'll be in my email track of what I sent.
And then basically to Jeff saying, I want some time.
I just need a
He
little
doesn't
space.
respond, but he brings up gifts on the Tuesday.
Yeah,
But you'd had no contact since the yoga on Monday night.
none.
Isn't that weird? No contact, but then accept the gifts from him?
Nothing, no contact at all
No
since?
text, no email. I told him, I said no text, no email, no nothing. Like,
Is Jeff a violent person?
No,
Not at all?
no,
Jeff own a gun?
I don't think so. I mean, my guess would be like 100% no, but I guess I was only in his house one time. I mean, he certainly could have a gun and I wouldn't know about it, but he never
Lives by himself.
lives by himself. He'd never talked to me about a gun.
Okay.
I mean, he
Yeah,
was
I don't know. I'm just not really getting the vibe that she's trying to set up Jeff. At least right now in this interrogation.
in the military, so
Oh, he was in the military.
Oh, she said both brothers were in Florida for Dad's birthday. Rob, so the thing with Rob was there was drama between him wanting to date a woman who was she Muslim, I think. And so they're like, I don't know if they're even real. Like, are they even real, like Jewish? And I feel like maybe compared to Dan, they weren't Jewish enough or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's different tiers of like, you know, how devoted you are as a Jewish person. But Rob wanted to date his wife Haritha, and then the family disapproved. And so he broke it off with her and then like tried marrying a Jewish woman. And I think they ended up divorcing, was it like in a day or something? I don't know. Like, I know it was like really quickly that he like ended that relationship. And then he went back to Haritha. And then I think Donna was trying to make things work. Like they got married. She attended the ceremony and stuff like that. And I think it was when a lot of this was going down. So they were trying to like rekindle the relationship, like make things work and stuff like that. But it was when all this was going down, that's when Rob cut off the family. It was in the podcast. I forgot exactly when he cut off the family. If it was when Dan Markel was murdered, or if it was when, I don't know, maybe like the co-conspirators were charged, or was it when Charlie was charged? I don't remember when he decided to cut off the family. But at this point, it seems like the Adelsons were trying to make things work with Rob and his wife. Oh, she was Hindu. Okay. Yeah. Because I saw the ceremonies. Like I saw like they were dressed up in like the whole like, you know, like the garb and stuff like that. Like the Hindu outfits, I guess. So it seems like they were like making an attempt to try because they probably just realized like, hey, like I can't control this grown man adult, you know, decision. Which you can't, you know. You should let your fucking adult kids do whatever the fuck they want.
Military before?
yeah, he grew
Unless they're
up
drug
in
addicts.
California. His dad was in the Air Force, and then he was in the Air Force and ended up in
You gotta
Eglin
intervene.
Air Force Base, and he started going to community college and took classes and was really bright and ended up doing a PhD here at FSU and then taught in Arizona and then just got rehired here. Not rehired, but like hired. And that's how Jane knows him, is she's doing a PhD in social work and Jeff is a professor in social work.
Mm-hmm. I want to get a picture just to confirm I'm not talking about the right person.
I probably have one on my
Sure.
phone. And you can find him on FSU, right?
How long has he been back at FSU?
Since August.
And you all met through Jane?
Yeah. No, I just have pictures of my kids. Yeah. And this is from my dad's 70th birthday with my mom and dad and my boys and me.
Wow.
Oh, I want to see the picture because I think they think that the 70th birthday thing is probably around the time where they were plotting some of the details about the murder of Dan Markel. And there was a joke about there being a present, and maybe that Markel's murder was a present for the dad's 70th birthday.
They're super cute.
Very nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the boys have blue eyes. Danny has blue eyes, too. He's lovely people. The fathers are definitely coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I don't know. We were pretty deep into the interview, and although she got a lot of the crying out of the way, it just seems really weird to see her demeanor just go back to being normal and not even think about like, oh, you know, so is Dan okay? Like you said, he's probably not going to make it, but like, you know, has there been any changes? Are there any updates? Like, I don't know, man. We ain't hearing any of that. What is that? I don't. It's just the audio is a little bit foot in here.
I'll go see if I can get a.
Oh, I wanted to call my parents.
Yeah.
Should I wait?
Just a couple minutes more. I'm just going to get a picture so I know that I'm talking about the right person.
Okay.
It'll come from a database.
Okay. I can listen to messages. Okay.
Sounds like when he came in here, he yelled behind her.
She yaks as much as Charlie. That family would wear me out. To have just been told your kid's father had been critically shot and she's all casual talking is telling. Oh, we can't hear that.
It's very strange. Well, not strange. It's
And unfortunately, you're probably going to be
getting so many
inundated.
calls. So Tracy Cohen was like this woman that I was really, really good friends with, and she and her husband live on Trescott down the street. They've got 2 little girls. And she was one person, she's the one person that it just really hurt my feelings that after the divorce, I felt like she kind of took Danny's side. I think they're calling from Park City, Utah. Oh, I've got a message from them. Anyway, so she's calling because she's like, she heard that she's on Trescott. She said, no, you heard it, I guess. She said the shooting was, she heard that it was.
I mean, honestly, if you heard about your 2 friends who, you know, the relationship wasn't violent or anything, there was no abuse going on, and then one day, one of them just like cleans out the entire fucking house, takes the fucking kids, doesn't even tell the husband where they are. Like, I would be like, what the fuck too?
Danny, and she called the hospital and they won't give her any information, and so she went.
Hello, Mohammed.
But I wonder, like, Tracy's husband Jeremy is a friend of Danny's. I probably should tell them that.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
There's just a lot of people because I don't know. It makes it difficult sometimes.
Tracy's husband Jeremy.
Okay, and Tracy's the person that you were just telling me about, correct?
I just felt
it was kind of felt a little bit hurt when.
Her husband Jeremy is friendly with Danny. She lives on Trescott, and I'm just thinking Jeremy might be a good person to know about what's going on. I don't know if there's a good person to know. Like,
What I would say, because we're still trying to work on getting his parents notified.
So do that
just
first.
kind of, and what I'll do is, if you leave there before I have confirmations, before I get to talk to his parents, I got your number. I'll call you as soon as they know. And obviously, it's unfortunate. Like things like this do get around, and it's
right, like dramatic, blindsided. Like you're just trying to get a step ahead by like taking all the money. I don't know, like the furniture and stuff like that. In cases where there's abuse, I totally get it. Like if there's some abuse going on, if you think your children are in danger because of your other spouse, like I totally fucking get it. Yeah, dip the fuck out. But I mean, it just seems like she was just kind of in a relationship where she felt like she wasn't respected, I guess, and she just wanted out. But for her to be so dramatic and clean everything out while he was on vacation, or not vacation, he was like in a conference, taking the kids, I don't know, like clearing out the bank account. I don't know. It just seems like it's just a little bit wild.
Sometimes for your benefit too, because you're going to start getting inundated, right?
I'm gonna hide that bag.
Sometimes my suggestion is if you're comfortable with it, like have someone else man your phone or something like that.
I want to see this. I now have 2 messages from the Utah. He's the academic dean at the law school, and he's saying it's an emergency. I'm guessing it's an emergency because he wants to know what's going on with Danny's. It's not an emergency.
You don't need to talk really to anybody but who you want,
I'm actually surprised that she hasn't gone that route, saying that, You guys ever watched Ashley Banfield? What's going on with her case? She was the one who alleged that her husband was very abusive towards her. And then some of the evidence came out and it showed that she was kind of batshit crazy. I don't know. This is all still pending right now. I don't know what's going on with her case, actually. But she was the one that had a picture that reminded me of Amber Heard where she alleged her husband punched her. But it looked like the photo was manipulated because when they got the actual photo, you're like squinting. You're just like, girl, that looks like dark circles under your eyes. I don't know. That was a crazy one too. I don't know what happened to that. But I feel really bad because the husband was murdered, or the ex-husband. I think they were going through a divorce, or maybe they were already divorced, or they're in the moods, or they're getting in the motions of divorcing. But he had a daughter, or he has a daughter who's like in her teens at the time. And her daughter's like on TikTok. Imagine having your dad getting murdered. And then it's like still in limbo right now. Like, I don't know what even happened to her. Ashley was nuts. Yeah, it seems like her and her mom were on some crazy shit. But yeah, whatever. Actually, what happened to her? Wasn't her trial supposed to happen in November? It was like the ballerina, the ex-ballerina, like, I don't know, trial or something like that.
Just listen to these puppies. To shoot the shit.
Yeah, so she's going through her phone right now.
I'm kind of here.
That's really. She was saying that was my friend that was at the lunch. She said I was behind all of this. She meant like she thought it was Danny's fault that I was there.
Excuse me. Hey, his parents, do I know whether they have any medical issues?
Oh God, you're gonna get called right now.
We've been working on it. We're trying to get the law enforcement to go. But
his mom is a large woman and has some ongoing health issues. Okay. I think they're both actually. I mean, they're turning 70 this year. So, oh my God, I can't.
You don't have a number for his sister, do you?
Let me see. I might actually. I recently went through my phone and deleted stuff I wasn't using, but. North that they go to on the weekends. I don't have that number, but Phil might answer his cell phone. So here's
877.
It's a like he does a lot of business, and so I think it's a like. Has there been any update from the hospital?
I haven't spoken with them.
If people wanted to,
I did speak with ICU. I spoke with the nurse.
Is that the number you have for Ruth's house? His parents are recently divorced. Okay. I think she's at that number.
It's like, wait a second, hold on. I need to act like I'm concerned for him. Is there any update?
All right. Obviously, it's something we try to avoid as far as we like to have someone make contact in person, but we're just not having any luck right now because we don't have an address. We have business, because I was able to Google stuff and see the business stuff.
But they're not going to be there.
Right,
okay.
This is what we're going to try and do.
Okay. Because they want someone.
Well, they need to tell someone, because, eventually he's going to need someone to make those decisions and stuff.
But I think when she meant abusive, she said was it like it was just like him being. What did he say about him? Like he was just mean. He thought he was better than other people. I think that's all she really said. I don't know if did she ever mention that he was abusive towards her? I don't know because we don't know what went on during the. Oh, if we can get the divorce docs. To see what they allege about each other.
It's bizarre to get these messages
that'd be interesting to read.
And
how life kind of sometimes just keeps moving.
Like recommending students for jobs and sort of waiting. Oh my God.
Do you think she's gonna start crying again? We have another hour.
I can't help but feeling like this is all my fault.
Why do you feel that way?
Why would somebody do this, right? Like if I had been still married to him, then there wouldn't be anyone that was angry, right?
That makes those
be any kind of disgruntled. Wouldn't be Amy's husband. This can't be a random act of violence. This has to be on purpose. Someone did this for a reason.
But And this is why I tell everybody, you don't cause people's actions. You can control your actions. You can't control anyone else's.
Yeah, Wendy's going for the, if I point the blame at me, it'll make me look less guilty, because what guilty person would do that? Ha 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 ha.
And I know it's hard. And, you know, as you and I kind of talked throughout this process.
I don't know if it was a Freudian slip. I feel like she's being a little calculated when she's doing this.
For the boys. But right now, let's just kind of deal with tonight.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
Let me, I want to send some text sort of canceling my plans. Like, I'm actually at 6:30. I was supposed to be at a party by now, so let me tell Linda. God, the person throwing it works at Beavis Funeral Home.
Okay.
My friend Elizabeth is a mortician. She's the prettiest mortician I've ever met.
Okay.
What did we say I should tell people?
Just say,
Is that a thing?
I think it's newer for newer people getting married and don't have as much money to spend on weddings, so you do a stock to bar party.
Exactly. I would have been like, okay, this must have been like a robbery gone wrong. Road rage. To jump to, oh, you know what? It's probably my fault because I shouldn't have broken up with him a year ago. Wait, what?
Party, so at least you get all your liquor and, or maybe just stock a bar at your house. I don't know, but that was my interpretation when I've heard of the stock to bar
I'll
parties.
be drinking that bourbon for dinner.
Do you like bourbon?
No.
I don't know much about bourbon.
I don't know anything about bourbon. I asked her okay, so that was tonight's plan. And
It's the people pleaser oozing out of all her crevices.
I mean, should I be
Don't worry about tomorrow. Just go ahead and do your tonight since you're supposed to be there, you know, basically now. And
I just feel like I shouldn't be going about my life
controlling
as if
and
it were
arrogant.
normal.
Yeah.
You know, like the kid. I don't know how to do
Well,
this.
and then you know what? You're going to be able to call your parents soon. And I think once your parents get here, they'll kind of be able to help guide you on what's best.
Yeah.
So don't worry about canceling tomorrow's plan. You have a bunch of time to do that in between. And this is, you know, the most important thing in keeping yourself the least amount of stress.
Come on now.
Exactly, Debbie.
Whatever word you want to use.
So Robin kept telling me I had to call Jimmy. Should I call?
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy is my divorce attorney. So
and Robin's your friend.
Robin's
That's
a
not
good
your
friend.
Okay. Was Robin the one that you were at lunch with?
No.
Okay. I would just, again, I don't think that
might
might
send an
be.
email to Jimmy Judkins and just ask if I heard there was an urgent matter. Do you need something?
If that would make you feel better, that's fine. Were you guys going through any new thing with your divorce?
I mean, I have a meeting that was coming up. So basically, what happened is
I feel like she just feels really uncomfortable sitting there in silence. So she's just trying to extend this useless conversation for no reason by asking all these questions. So do you think I should cancel my dinner plans tonight? Like, what should I tell them? What should I say? What about tomorrow? Should I cancel my plans for tomorrow? What should I say? What should I tell them? This lady's like, I don't fucking know, lady. Deal with your shit.
When we got divorced last summer, the settlement agreement was that Dan really wanted to stay in the house. So the agreement was that he would stay in the house and he would pay me my half of the house. And he had until like mid-October to do it, and he just didn't do it. And so I asked him, like, where's the money? Like, what happened? And he said, I have compelling reasons and I'm not paying it. And I said, well, what are the reasons? And he said, I'm not telling you. So I rehired my attorney and we filed a motion in court. It just keeps going on and on. But anyway, it's like taking forever. You're a victim advocate. It's taking forever to get through court. It's teaching me to have a lot more patience as an attorney. But we have like a meeting coming up soon. It was supposed to be the 24th, and then Jimmy just moved it to the 30th or the 31st. So that's why I feel like, what's the urgency if it's not about this? Like, what would he need to talk about?
When did he start sending those emails?
This, like, I
Or
actually
voicemail or
I got one from Robin at 5 and one at 6, and that's unusual. And she's not like,
and I don't know, you know, what's Rob, but she might have inklings of what's going on, and she might be in, you know, you need to contact an attorney. But again, you're not being, you know, looked at as a suspect. They're just clearing
Well, I'm trying to help. I mean,
and you have been, and I think you and Investigator Isom have been able to communicate well with each other and everything.
Wendy, stop using your phone. You're messing it up.
Jimmy sent an email to me. So when we had our hearing with the judge about whether Danny needed to pay me, the judge was like, you need to pay her the money. Like, we're going to hold you in contempt of
Which
court.
judge is it now? I know they just changed all the judges.
They
over
do.
there.
So it was Judge Hobbs.
Before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, like, Judge Hobbs at that hearing. And she was like, I'm going to put you in jail. Like, pay her the money.
Right.
And he was like, well, Your Honor, I have, I'm going to file a motion for full custody of the kids, and I'm going to file a motion for, he never did that, but like a motion for sanctions against Wendy's attorney, who's Kristen Adelson. I don't know if you. So Kristen was my attorney, and so because he filed sanctions against my attorney, Kristen was like, I can't represent you anymore. I need
think
to
she already told her
represent
this
myself.
story.
Like, I need to be a witness in your case because he's impugning my professional reputation. So Kristen hooked me up with Jimmy to be my attorney instead. And so now Jimmy's my attorney. And so we're trying to now I've got Jimmy writing to me and Kristen and trying to work this all out. But they wrote this at 344. Clearly they had no idea because all it says is basically we have a new judge and I think this is good news and here's some stuff we have to do on our case.
Okay. Yeah. And
I'm
again,
gonna skip it.
I don't think
urgent.
you really need to be stressed. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
and I
Poor
think
woman, she's like, get me out
when
of
time
here.
comes, I think anyone that's been trying to reach you about anything will understand completely and entirely why.
What's going on?
Yes.
God, there's like a young faculty member at the law school. This guy
Dude,
Mark
she just
had
goes
a heart
on and
attack. Mark is
on.
like 33 or 34. Did yoga with him. He's like super fit, healthy. He just had like a congenital heart defect. So, he's fine. He's
Why are we
actually
talking about this 34-year-old faculty member? How do we digress this hard?
alive. He made it. He's okay. But
Okay.
the whole law school was like, oh my gosh,
They're
like, what
a little bit
happened?
stressed.
And now that's why Manuel's called twice.
True.
His sister's from Park City. That's where his wife is from. So either he never changed his cell phone. That's possible. He either never changed. I've never talked to Manuel outside of school. So either.
And he's the dean of the law school?
He's not. So there's like the dean in charge of everything, and then there's like the academic dean. that-
Okay, because
so,
the law school is pretty much separate. I mean, it is part of the university, but it has its own academic deans and all those type of.
Did you go to FSU?
I did.
Yeah. Did they do the one book, one campus thing when you were there? Did they pick a book? Did you go undergrad or master's? Or?
Both.
Yeah. Were you in social work?
I was. I graduated fall of, I think 2011.
Okay, or what I was saying, Alex and Maya. Do you think we should talk to them?
Not right now. 294.
I'm going to boost the audio when she calls Donna.
So that's his.
Gotta hear Donna's
The 294 would be his cell. The other number would be his office.
reaction.
Okay. All the news is already on. People's seen it.
What's
Well,
up?
they just know. I don't know
A
what they
shooting on
put out.
Prescott, I
Yeah,
think.
that's basically what's been put out.
Okay. My kids are not going to see the news, so I'm not worried about that. I guess you're just telling me. Sorry.
No, I'm saying that's probably why these people are trying to
Are
get a hold of you now.
Yeah.
I need to go back. I need a timeline here.
Mm-hmm.
What time did you wake up this morning?
A little before 8. I know that because the repairman was supposed to be here between 8 and 12, and I didn't set an alarm. So I woke up like, oh God, I need to put some clothes on and get ready.
Hey, Palermo.
Okay. What at 8 o'clock?
He called, or like my mom called. I could see what time the calls came in, but let's see, starting this morning. Yeah, my mom called at 8:09.
How long did the call last?
And then the repair guy called at 8:08, and then my mom called at 8:09. I guess he called her too, trying to. Sorry. So yeah. So then the repair guy called, and I don't remember exactly what time he got there, but like.
Right? It's weird. You have a repair guy coming in, but he has to call your mom, who's all the way down in like Miami. What happened? I don't know. I feel like she was trying to explain it, that she's like, okay, that sounds like a stupid explanation. Let me just keep going.
Between 8 and 9, probably closer to 9.
Okay. What time did he leave?
Around 10. He could probably tell you. Like he'll have a record of what time he called in to figure out whether to repair it or anyone.
Okay.
So he'll have a record of his calls too.
Okay. Before 10 a.m. A little before 10 a.m. he left. Okay. And then you went back to working on papers and so forth?
Yeah, I was making some breakfast. I remember I was making oatmeal, so it was taking a while. It was like that kind that you have to stir for a long time. And I was talking to Charlie, so there's my call to Charlie, and then I called Renee. my friend who's interviewing for a job at FSU today. She was driving in, and I wanted to wish her good luck and see if I could meet her for a hug at some point today.
Okay.
So that was it.
So she had a call with Charlie, her brother, so far, and Donna. I wonder if those conversations were like, hey, today's the day. TV repair. Wink, wink. Get ready. All right? Put on the show of your life.
10:24. I called my friend Tova back at 11:22. I think I was just, in between working on the paper, being distracted.
So between 10:24 and 11:22, all right, 10:24, you're talking to Renee.
I talked to her for 18 minutes.
Okay, so now we're up to 10:24, 4:24 plus 18, we're at 40 something.
I had oatmeal this morning.
42?
42?
Yeah. Then I went back to working. And then I tried Danny again. I left a message at 11:42 a.m. It's probably just 27 seconds. I just left him a message.
And this is all at your house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, the reason I'm getting down to this, I'm trying to whittle this down with what they pulled from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever leave your house before you went to the liquor store and got turned around in Prescott?
No.
Never left?
No.
Okay.
Ask her about the route.
And
Ask her about the
when-
route.
So at 10:42, you're done with the call from Renee.
Yeah.
And you don't make another call again, according to what I have here. You called Tova
At 11:22.
at 11:22. So between 10:42.
I worked for a total of like 20 minutes. It's a good thing I'm not on a timesheet.
Okay. So from 10:42.
And you know what? If you took my computer, you could probably find records of like what time I saved the document.
I don't know, man. We just get little drips of her just trying to be likable. It's a good thing I'm not on a timesheet. Okay, go back to this.
And I'd be happy to sign a waiver so you could look at my computer.
And 10:42 to 11:22, you're working on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you remember the call to Tova.
Mm-hmm.
And that was,
I just left her. She had called. I was just returning her call.
Okay.
So I just left a message. And then I tried Danny. I left him a call. I worked in between. Once again, it'll be good. I'll get you my computer if you want to take a look at the documents.
I just have to validate all this. That's all. So
and you could probably go to my email records, which you should have when you
Right.
guys did the phone. You did the email records, so you would have of like what time I sent messages.
She's trying to be so forthcoming to show that she's really transparent and she's got nothing to hide.
were you sending email messages during those times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Between 10:42 and 11:22.
I think so because I don't remember exactly what time, but before I left the house at noon, I sent off the like edits, like the citations to the law school library to have someone look at my citations on this paper that's due that I no longer care about.
Okay. And so how can we say, do you have some way of showing
I
a
can look-
timeline of when
I sent email?
No, when you left the house.
Oh yeah. So the only thing I have that is the only thing that I guess I have is I was waiting to call back this colleague of mine, Joe Davis, and I called him from the car at 12:27, and he was the first call I made as I was pulling out of the driveway. So that was like 12:27.
That's leaving the house.
That was leaving the house. So I got into the car, I put on my earpiece, I called Joe, and Joe was busy with a colleague, and then I was returning phone calls. I called back this woman Laura, that was at 12:29, and then I called my friend Jeff Skopek, who's a different Jeff, lives in Boston, just had a baby, and so I was catching up with him about his baby. And we were on the
God, is she calling all these people to establish an alibi? Let's see. Called Joe. Called Laura. Called Jeff.
phone about 16 minutes. I was on the phone with him on the way to the liquor store.
Joe Davis was the one at 12:27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I actually spoke with Joe. Laura, I left a message, and then Jeff I spoke with for a while, and then the connection cut out. I went into the liquor store. I tried him back again. We talked for a few minutes. Connection cut out again, and I was like, I'm at lunch. I'll just call him back later.
Okay. When you went to the liquor store, did you already know what you're going to get, or you had it?
Yeah, I had the name of, I don't know bourbon, but I was supposed to go to this party tonight. It's like a stock the bar party, and so I asked my friend what do they like, and she wrote down the name of the type of bourbon. So I went in the store to get Bulleit bourbon, and so I asked the guy in the store, like, where's your bourbon? And so he showed it to me, and I found it. And it was on
Okay. So
sale.
you just went. He pointed out where the bourbon was.
Yeah.
And you go there and you just grab the brand that's familiar by the name.
Yeah, that's what they said they wanted. So.
Okay. So you didn't discuss with the clerk whether it's good, whether it's bad.
The only thing I said I discussed is I walked over and he was like, "Can I see your ID?" And I was like, why are you laughing? I can be 18. And I was like, and so I was like, I love to be.
I don't know if I believe that the clerk asked her for her ID. I don't know if I believe that story.
He asked how old I am. I'm like, I'm old as dirt. Here you go. And so I handed it to him, and he's like, you're not old.
Okay.
So anyway, we had like a little banter, and he was like, your eyes are so blue. And I was like, thank you. And then I left. So, yeah.
Was she wearing the fake tail contacts at this point?
Put his name underneath her, please.
This is so creepy.
Just print his name.
That looks like him as a student. I wonder if that's like.
Oh, will you sign it as you're saying that's who Jeff Lacoste is?
Do you want me to like?
Just sign your name and the date.
Okay.
If you want to,
No,
I feel like I was holding you up. So.
You were, and I
I was, okay.
No, I mean I want them here. I don't want to tell them what happened and what's going on because they're very.
No, the officer's not going to ask about her funky route. No. Ah.
Well.
And we're
They're not driving.
Well, that's the thing is like they're gonna now get in the car for 8 hours and come up and
are they both very emotional? Is one more emotional?
My mom's more emotional. My dad's more of a straight shooter.
Okay.
Well, people must really know now because I just got a text from someone that said, I know everyone's calling you right now, but could this really be happening?
I just talked with Alan, and he asked me he was going to take the kids by the house to get some clothes, and said that they have a key but don't know your alarm code.
I didn't set the alarm when I left.
Okay, that makes it easy.
If it goes off, it's 10:13.
Okay, and we spoke with the hospital. We've spoken with his dad. We did make contact with him. One of the other victim advocates was able to make contact with him. I don't know all the ins and outs of the conversation.
Sure, he's devastated.
He's apparently in Colorado.
Oh.
They're in Aspen, or he's in Aspen, is at least what I understood.
Well, at least he's closer.
Right.
Well, I don't know if that's any closer.
I was going to say, the nurse at the hospital.
Yeah.
The rabbi was up there, and I'm sorry.
That's not. Oh, it doesn't.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
I'm correcting you. I'm sorry.
And I realized that when I called Jane, I was like, wait, I wrote that wrong. Was talking about something about the rabbi and didn't know what.
I'm sorry. Phil was talking. His dad was talking.
No, the nurse at the hospital,
Yeah.
and this was prior to me getting them in contact about what type of Jewish whatever he practices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He calls himself Flexodox, so he's Orthodox-ish. That's
Okay.
why the rabbi is a good choice, the one that's here,
Okay.
Oyerman.
Okay.
He's like his
Okay.
denomination.
He is there. Okay.
So, and he's at the hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, and that's what I thought. And my conversation with him was, oh yes, very familiar.
I don't know. I feel like if you're really that upset or sad at this point, when you're like revisiting him at the hospital, like Rabbi showing up, he might not make. I don't know. I feel like at this point you're start tearing up again because it'd be so fucking hard to talk about.
Then when I talked to the nurse, so we may have been talking about two different people because.
Can you give an update on what's going on medically? Like,
I didn't even ask because I know somebody else is dealing with that.
Okay.
And my understanding is he's in ICU. Last I heard was he was probably not going to survive. But they are trying to
And you
work out
told
the
his dad
organ
that?
donor
Okay.
aspect
Okay.
of that whole thing.
And you told his dad this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are aware.
And is he coming? Is he?
Well, and Melanie
out,
spoke
Wendy.
with him, and I hadn't had a chance to sit down and
Okay.
talk with her since,
Okay.
because I was on the phone. I was trying to give the
Okay.
nurse a heads up to say,
He's
hey,
coming.
just so you know, we've talked to the dad. He's going to be calling, so that random person didn't call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Did Alan say the kids needed clothes? Like,
well,
they can just sleep in their closet.
Well, and he didn't know how long you were going to be, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Okay.
Jane called and said when when you are ready to go, she would like to come up here and go with you if she need, just so you're not going by yourself.
That'd be great.
That type.
Am I allowed to take my car?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Did they keep the keys or?
I don't know if.
I know she had the keys.
Like, let's say she hated him so much that she didn't have any compassion for him, but like, I feel like you would just be so fucking sad for your children. Imagine how devastated your kids are going to be.
Did we ever get them from? Did someone take the keys?
Jim did.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Hi, Reese. We have about another 45 minutes left. The interview is 5 hours total.
So
He may not have given them back. I'll double check. Again, we're all doing different things, so I may have missed something, but I'll double check.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have the keys. I'm gonna call my parents. Okay.
And y'all spoke with Ison about
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
the
he
audio
said
when
that's
you guys
okay,
got
right?
out.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? Are you hungry? I know some people won't.
All right. Yeah, that's all of this.
I think you're gonna be upset.
They're very angry with him, right? Like, Well, this isn't like it's their son, but he's the father of my kids, and this is a very, pardon my language, fucked up situation.
Don't pardon your language about. I would, you know what? When I was talking to, I would let them, first because you're upset, so let them know that I'm okay.
Yeah.
As in you're okay.
Well, that's why
and
I need to call them, because my mom would be like, "What happened?" Like if the police called, my mom would lose her shit.
Right, and that's why we always try to get people there in person or get.
Yeah.
So, just say, Danny.
7 o'clock already. I have to see my kids before they go to bed. I'm sure they're not going to want to go to bed without me, but
And I'm sure they're going to be hyped up a little bit because they're
oh my
house.
Oh my god.
This is not a normal situation, and things are going to happen a little bit abnormal. And
No, I know. I'm just picturing
and part of it.
so innocent. They don't know anything, and they should not have to go through this. They're so little.
And you, I can tell already, are a compassionate and strong woman. And better than all that, too, is you've got an awesome support system, whether it be your family or just you've got a ton of people calling you.
Support
You've got
system,
a
all
network,
right.
so you'll have people to help be strong for you.
People must be figuring this out. I just got a call from Karen, who's friends with Robin, who used to live here but isn't working.
Hey, it's Maya Greenberg. I'm just please trying to get in touch with
Oh God.
So you heard that,
What I will tell you, the police station hasn't released his name.
Something must be going on. How would all of these people know?
Well, someone like the dean, and if they're trying to get hold of you and they can't, they're going to start going to other. I mean, I will say the news does have the block. They do have the street,
and then people are figuring it out. Well, Tracy knew that it was him, and she's calling the hospital. So how did Tracy know?
And I will say that the police,
Facebook. They're all probably talking to each other on Facebook.
I mean, people communicate.
No, I know, but
Danny's probably trying to call him and say, "Hey, where are you at? What are you doing?" And
right, and so he's not responding, and he's always very responsive. They must have each other's contact on Facebook.
She's trying so hard to keep herself busy.
And be connecting with each other.
And then what'll happen is they'll get really frustrated because they'll try to contact the police department. We're not telling anyone anything. They'll try to contact the hospital. The hospital's like, no.
Here comes Chelsea. Okay, I'm gonna call my parents.
Okay.
I have no idea what to say because I don't even know that he's dead. I just know that he has been shot. But
all signs of what everyone's telling you, I mean, when they start talking, sorry to be blunt, organ donation.
I know, that's not really.
Dude, when she calls Donna and tells Donna, okay, he's shot, but he's not dead. Donna's probably like, fuck.
He's kind of.
Okay, so I just want to tell them what happened and that I need them here.
And they're going to come up here probably.
Kids are fine.
And let them know, when they ask, say the kids are with Lynn and Alan. I'm going to probably be seeing them relatively soon.
I will, right? I'll be out of here soon. Yeah, okay.
I know it's probably
so
you're
creepy to see Jeff's picture. It looked like a weird mugshot. Can you? Oh, dear God.
I don't think she cries when she calls Donna.
Okay. No, I just I think it's shock reaction. You know, right? Shock reaction.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm a shaker when I get upset. So yeah.
I usually shake. I really don't. Okay, here goes. This is the worst day of my life.
I boosted the audio, by the way.
Maybe I should text them if I can't reach them. Hi, Mom. How's it going? Mom, I need you to sit down. I am fine. The boys are fine. I need you to sit down. I'm fine, and the boys are fine. Danny has been. You can put me on speaker. Yeah. Danny has been shot. And I don't think he's gonna make it. And so I know. So I found this out around 1 or 2 today, and I'm at the police station.
I don't know, to say it out loud verbally, I feel like you would start breaking down again, like, Danny's been shot. I don't know if he's gonna. I feel she's like, Danny's been shot. He's not gonna make it, or so they think. I don't know. I feel like you would start breaking down right now if it really affected her as the because remember, during the interrogation in the beginning, she was crying nonstop. She was like heaving, and she was like, but like when she's saying it out loud, she's just like, oh yeah, Danny's been shot. He might not make it. Yep, I need you to sit down. I don't know. I feel like you would just start crying. But Donna's probably like, he might make it. No, he's not dead. No.
And I'm trying to help them figure out who may have done this. The boys are fine. I had Lynn and Alan pick them up from school, and they're with Lynn and Alan right now. And I'm gonna leave here soon and go be with them. But I really need you to come here and be with me. But I want you to either fly, obviously you can't leave right now, but I need you to get yourself together. If it's too much to drive, I'd really rather that you flew up. I'm at the police station, and I'm gonna leave soon and be with the boys before they go to bed. They're with Alan and Lynn, and they're totally fine. Yeah, the boys are fine, but they don't know anything yet. In his house, I know. So I just need you to calm down before you get in the car, okay?
And I just don't see how she wouldn't be scared. I don't know. Like for her boys, maybe for her. What if it's like targeted? What if it's like, he pissed off like a student and they're going to go after his family? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like, you need to get up here because, like, I don't know, this is kind of scary. He just got murdered and we don't know why.
Okay, so, and it's, it's evening. So if you want to come here tomorrow, I have a lot of people that'll, be here with me, and, we'll have a lot of support. So I want you to take your time and just be safe in getting here, but I'd like you to come when you can, okay? Okay. All right. I love you.
I can't hear what she's saying. I can hear like bits and pieces. But I don't know if I heard her asking like, what about the boys? Are the boys okay? Did anything happen to the boys? Where are the boys right now? Like, you know what I mean?
I think Jane might. I have the car here, but Jane might take me. I'm not going to be.
Because I know she said the boys are fine, but I don't know if Donna. Because I feel like the first thing Donna would be like, "Wait, where are the boys? Are they good? What happened?"
So I have a lot of support, and I'll be fine.
But I couldn't hear what Donna was saying.
Yeah, if you could just come here, that would be great. He's in the ICU in the hospital. Okay, but be careful, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, love you too. Bye. Mom. Oh.
You did awesome with that call. You were so stressed out about it, and you handled it.
I just wanted you. I talked to Alan, okay, and just because my suggestion to him, just because
I will say though that Donna did take a step further than Alec Murdoch did, because Alec, he never hired a bodyguard to watch his family, to watch Buster. Donna, however, she did hire like 2 bodyguards to be at Dan's funeral, just in case anything were to happen.
We don't know what's going on.
Can you get your broom and fly here?
If he goes to the house.
Sorry, my mom might be calling back because she heard me. Mom? You did, yeah. I just wanted to ask if you could just tell Charlie for me. I just don't want to be making calls right now, so if you could just tell Charlie for me, that would be great.
I don't have to put on another performance. Please just tell Charlie for me.
Okay, and just like it's on the news a little bit that there was a shooting on Trescott, and so I'm starting to get a lot of calls, and I'm not going to be answering them unless they're from you. So I would really try not to tell anybody what's going on just yet, just because like he's in the hospital and.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's the crying?
Charlie, I talked to Charlie earlier today, obviously before any of this happened. Like I talked to him at like 10 this morning, and he said that he was coming to visit you guys this weekend, and he had plans, and he sounded good. I just can't, Mom. So can you just tell him? Yeah, just tell him for me, and then I'm sure I'll talk to him soon. But I don't want to be on the phone unless I have to right now. Okay? Okay. All right. Love you too. Bye.
Yeah, because I think she was trying, I don't know, it's probably nerve-wracking to like, okay, like let's say like if her family already knew, she was the one who was orchestrating it with her family, to have to put on a show like that in front of these people and be like, hey, Danny's in the hospital. He might not make it. Because I feel like she's trying so hard to focus on what to say. It's like, it's hard to do the acting thing, right? It's hard to show genuinely how a human would react in that situation if they weren't involved. Man, I don't know. We're not getting good vibes from Wendi. Hi, Tom. How are you doing today? We're not getting good vibes from Wendi. Because maybe if she weren't crying so much before, like when she had bursts of like just like crying and it was like kind of like, okay, I don't know. It seems like she's already like over it. The emotional process is already gone, you know? She just chill now.
My mom handled that pretty well. Could you hear her?
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Wait, is that her trying to throw Donna under the bus? Oh, my mom handled that pretty well. Could you hear her?
My mom handled that pretty well. Could you hear her?
Yeah. I think, because you're a mama, but moms always go in that natural instinct to kind of protect and help and...
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear from you whenever you can. That's Jean. When she said she's here if I need company or a ride, do you think she meant here, like, metaphysically? Or here, like, in the lobby?
No, I think I would hope metaphysically. And again, remind me, Jane's the neighbor down the street that Oh, no, Jane. Okay.
Are you here?
Yeah, I think it's not like...
All right. Hey, I just wanted to say I talked with Alan. My recommendation for you tonight, just because we don't know what's going on, is to stay somewhere, possibly. And he said that you were more than welcome to stay at their house. Yeah, so I wanted to let you know that.
Great.
Because I don't want you going home, just because we don't know what's going on.
I just am a little scared. So I'd really rather stay. Yeah. Are they okay with me being there? Like,
absolutely.
What we're going to do is, just to cut to the chase, I'm going to follow you home, or if you're not well enough, we'll get somebody else to drive your van if you want that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get your computer
from
the house and everything. And then, so you're not going to go home by yourself.
Okay. I'm happy to go to the house and I can give you my password and stuff to get into the computer.
And do you want me to drive your van home? He can follow us.
Can we do that? Can I go home and then I'll give you my password and...
That's fine.
You're in law school, right?
I teach at the law school.
So you need this computer, or do you have backup somewhere?
I mean, I don't imagine I'll be getting much work done.
Right.
No, but you need it like next week.
I do.
Depends on how long we keep it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, obviously this is more important. So if you need my computer, you can have my computer, and I just won't work for a little while. That's all.
Do you have it backed up somewhere?
It's backed up to there's a drive into the law school. No, not an external, but like the law school has a server that,
You can work off of it in the love building or something.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be going back to work. So you can have my computer if you need it, and I'll figure out what to do. Okay.
You get it back.
Okay.
This email to Jeff on the 14th. I haven't looked at any of that stuff.
Yeah, I could probably find it for you, like in my. Well, I'm just saying, like if we stop at my house, I can go to my sent mail and find it for you.
Well, do you remember what she said?
Basically, I was kind of vague, but I just said like I'm having a hard time. My head and my heart are saying two different things right now, and I just would really appreciate if I could have a week of no contact from you to figure things out.
Okay.
That's basically it. I mean, you'll see.
But you didn't telegraph anything at yoga. You waited till after you got home, right?
He was really like, let's go out tomorrow, let's do this, let's do that. I was having trouble saying no, but I was feeling kind of pressured. And so I just, no, I mean, I'm a little bit on the passive aggressive side. So I was having trouble like with the confrontation.
And then he left and you left separately from yoga? Okay. And then that's when you went home and decided.
I went home. I actually was having a conversation with a friend who suggested the no contact for a week just to get some heads, like just.
I don't know. And I just feel like all the actions afterwards just doesn't really support her really caring about Dan. Like the fact that like she left to South Florida 2 days after his murder and never came back to Tallahassee. She just like left. And I heard that she never came back to visit his gravesite ever.
Clear my head, and so I thought it was a good idea.
And then her changing the kids' names, last names, like, I don't know, man. Sorry, last names, and I think like one of the middle name that was attributed to one of Dan Markel's family members. Like, I don't know, man. A lot of stuff just don't look right.
But I want to clarify, that's because
That's because I was trying to decide whether to get back together with him.
Well, because of
I've been obsessed with Anthropology. Oh my God. Anthropology has these cute little teacups and this little like plate that I bought that has little ladybugs and like little flowers on it. I don't know. It's so cute.
the lapse in time from the 28th of June.
That lapse in time was because I was in Miami with my family. So,
But it was separation.
There was separation, but I was
Only for the trip.
I was 24/7 with the kids. I wasn't like, I don't know. I was just in full-on mommy mode. I wasn't like thinking of what was going on with Jeff. I just, I kind of wanted to be in Tallahassee and like feel his absence and be here and know like, am I missing Jeff or am I missing having a boyfriend in general? Like, I just wanted to get some clarity for myself.
All right. When you're in Miami or South Florida, I guess Coral Springs, isn't it? When you're down there, are you and Jeff constantly in communication?
This 2-week period, you mean?
The one after?
The one that just happened? We weren't in constant communication. I'd say we were in communication. We talked a few times. Over the 12 days, we talked maybe 3 or 4 times. We texted a little bit. I would tell him something funny the kids did or something. But I honestly didn't have a lot of privacy or time to myself. And so I was feeling sad about what was going on, but I wasn't communicating.
Right? Imagine going from having 2 boyfriends to 0 boyfriends.
Not much.
You're feeling sad about?
Well, I felt like he and I were in a great relationship, and he had done this thing to kind of make it not so great.
How would you describe his actions in Gainesville as far as the coming back from dinner?
Yeah.
Going through your phone?
No, that he did like months earlier.
I'm sorry.
So that didn't happen that night. He came back and he was upset, and he said, like, I was asking about this, like, every year FSU picks a book for all the freshmen to read, and this year they picked my book, and so I'm giving this speech in August in front of the whole freshman class, and he was like, I was going to wait until your big speech was over in August to tell you this, but, like, I just can't, like, keep it in anymore. Like, I know that you were cheating with Daniel. Like, I know that you were seeing Daniel. And then he just kept talking about it, and the way he was going about it, it just felt very much like he was like, I have evidence. And
people thought that it was weird that she dated Jeff Lacoste because they said he has like a resemblance to Dan Markel. I do see it a bit, I do. But I guess she was also dating a man named Daniel. Because she does not like get away with like from her ex or something. Oh God. Hello, Bankai. How are you doing today? Yeah, Melina rated me earlier. You're probably watching her stream. Hello. How are you? Are you familiar with Wendi Adelson by any chance, Bankai? I know. Oh God, the twerking thing. It's like the image of Alec Murdoch riding buck naked on his little his little golf carts. Oh God.
You know, it's very kind of legal in a way, and it just seemed, I don't know, like he just didn't trust me, and I was kind of feeling like that was going to be the end of us.
Okay, I misunderstood. So he did not go through your phone or anything?
He did previously. He had said to me, like, well, on March 19th, where were you? And I was like, I don't remember what I ate for breakfast. And so he was like, well, when I looked at your agenda book, it said that you were supposed to see Daniel that day. And he's like, and I looked on your phone, and like, you used to have all your old text messages up, but now you've erased them all.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know, I just went through my phone and erased stuff sometimes.
Oh, she's like self-snitching on herself. This is what happens when you offer way too much information and you just have diarrhea of the mouth. Because now we know, okay, bitch, you were deleting messages. That is pretty fucking shady. Why else would you delete messages?
He's bringing this up on the 28th.
He brought all this up of like past stuff that had happened since February.
Did he ever show any jealousy or any anger towards Danny, or was it all Daniel?
He was jealous of Daniel. He was not jealous of Danny. He spent a lot of time talking to me through, like, it's been a contentious divorce. I mean, it's been a hard time. And so he would talk to me through things I would be upset about.
Jesus, that is a horrible text message notification.
Oh, yes. So, I mean,
Dude, could you imagine if Wendi was like, hey, Jeff, can you babysit my kids for me? I got some work stuff to do. And then she shows up, hey, Daniel. Like, oh my God. Sorry,
he's a therapist, so
conspiracy.
he would sit and let me talk for long periods of time about how sad I was about certain things or how upset I was about certain things. And he would just listen and offer ideas of like, well, what if you tried, like, if it upsets you that you hear from him so often, we have a parenting coordinator. Like, what if you ask the parenting coordinator to only have emails from him like twice a week instead of all day long every day, 5 days a week? Like, he would listen and say, I'm so sorry you're going through this, and then offer alternatives. But he was never like, I'm so pissed.
Do we get an interrogation from the Daniel guy? Oh, anyone know? Damn, Rain, now I want pho. Oh, I want pho. Someone buy me a one-way ticket to pho.
He wasn't.
He never showed emotion towards any of this?
I mean, in the sense of like, I'm so sorry for you. Like, this sounds really hard. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. He would hold me, that kind of stuff. But not like, I'm so angry.
Did he ever meet Danny?
Yeah, he met him a few times. Sometimes Danny would be late to pick up the kids, and there'd be like an overlap where Jeff would come, and so he had met him. There was like the boys sang at the Capitol one time, and Danny was there and Jeff was there. And
damn, I don't know. I felt like she just used Jeff for emotional support. Like she did mention earlier that, was she really missing Jeff, or was she just missing having a boyfriend? And where did this Daniel guy go?
Danny seemed, I'm sure it's not fun to see your ex-wife with someone new, but Danny he was very pleasant and very fine about it. He was really appropriate, and Jeff was like, they'd say, hey, they wouldn't really like make a lot of small talk, but fine.
Had Jeff ever been to your former house on Trescott?
No.
Would he have any reason to go there?
No.
Does he know where?
I think he would know where it is, because I would sometimes take Trescott and sometimes not, kind of depending. Like if I knew the kids were there and I thought I might have the chance of like running into them, then I didn't take Trescott. If it was like nighttime and we were driving back from somewhere, sometimes I would take Trescott and I would be like, there's my former home. Like it's, I would point it out.
With him in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. She has at many times just taken jabs at Danny. To just, I don't know, make him look bad, I guess. Character assassination a little bit here and there.
I don't remember like a specific instance in which I did that, but I'm sure that would be something I'd say like, wow, that was my house. Like, isn't it pretty? Or,
So you never took him there specifically to pick up the kids or
no.
exchange anything or anything along those lines?
No.
What was the most recent time from now, the most recent past time that you had this discussion about the trials and tribulations of your ex-husband and so forth with Jeff?
It was all the time.
All the time. Okay.
I can't pin down a date, but I'm trying to think of like what the most recent issue would be. I haven't talked to Jeff all week, so it wasn't now.
You didn't talk to him since Monday night, and
Not
you
since
emailed him with
Monday.
no response after that.
Yeah, so it wasn't this week. But I'm trying to think of I mean, there were always things, like when he first started dating Amy, he would Skype from bed with Amy, and so I would talk to him about that, of like, I don't think this is that appropriate, like he's Skyping, from bed, you and I would never do that. But I think that was more like a month ago. What was the last?
Wait, what? It was inappropriate for him to Skype on bed while Amy was sitting next to him?
I just wondered if there was anything recently that kind of
There was nothing
sparked.
like a huge thing of like, oh, I can't believe he did X, Y, or Z. And in fact, Jeff, like we were trying to figure out the school decision this week, but that happened, I got the call like on Tuesday or Wednesday, so Jeff didn't even know about that. I honestly can't think of a
Right. Did you have a contact person at this prospective school for one of your kids? Who was that?
Danny and I both talked to her. So it's a woman named Erin Lombardo. I think she might be the assistant principal there. So
What's the name of the school?
It's the School of Arts and Sciences.
Okay.
It's a charter school in town, and I had put in an application for Ben, and he got picked from the lottery to go. And so they called, I can find when they called. I think it was then Danny and I were trying to figure out whether this was a good option for him. And so what night did I
think someone said that Danny was pissed that Wendi was trying to enroll her kids in some school without telling him about it or something. And he was actually on the phone with that person right when he got shot, sitting in his driveway.
Thursday morning. So I talked to Erin Lombardo Thursday morning, and she said that she'd had a lengthy conversation with Danny the night before. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry you have to do this twice. And she's like, I'm used to blended families. It's okay. And so he had a long conversation with her Wednesday night. I had a long conversation with her Thursday morning.
This past.
Erin, yesterday.
All right. You did a note to yourself referring to something about, if you want to look it up on your phone.
No way. It was a Christian school? No way. I didn't hear about that. I heard they jokingly said they were going to convert the kids to Christianity to piss off Danny.
I think I had to buy super glue.
No, it was before that. It was to JRL, or as in reference to JRL, as a note to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What's JRL?
You said, I can't remember what exactly it said. Something to the effect of
Note, like
about,
in the notes?
Yeah, you have a note thing or a date book thing or something.
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see a JRL thing. But okay,
And do you refer to, do you ever type anything?
Jeff. That's Jeff.
Do you refer to it as JRL?
Sometimes when I write his name down, just because I have other friends named Jeff. So.
Okay. I'll have to go get it.
Yeah.
If I'll see what exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to check.
Do you drink soda? I can see if you can find like a Diet Coke or something, or.
I meant juice on the phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like running out of juice and like.
I sure am.
Is Jane still here, or did she?
No, I think she meant metaphor.
Okay.
Oh my god. Well, my parents sounded really surprised, so it's at least a relief. I was trying to think of who would be angry enough to do something to him.
She's trying so hard to throw her family under the bus. Why? Like, no, the investigators not even say anything. She's offering her juice, Diet Coke, and then Wendy's like, oh man, God, well, my parents, they sounded really surprised, you know. It's a relief because I was trying to think if like there was anyone who would do this to Dan. Wendy! Dude, I wonder if Donna watched the interrogation. Donna and like Charlie must have known that Wendi was trying to set them up.
Oh my god. Well, my parents sounded really surprised, so it's at least a relief.
Wait, sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear her because she's like whispering right now. Oh my God. I mean, you know, my parents, they sounded really surprised, but I guess it means that they didn't do it. It's like, Wendi, no one asked. Like, why the fuck are you just bringing up information like this? Girl.
Oh my god. Well, my parents sounded really surprised, so it's at least a relief. I was trying to think of who would be angry enough to do something to him. My parents would be angry, but they're not capable of this. Thank God. I really couldn't handle that right now.
Yeah. No.
Oh God, I wish the detective was still here, would dig more into this. She's just kind of like just sitting there like, oh, okay, Yes, we do watch true crime stuff. I play video games too, but I haven't had time to play video games on my channel, unfortunately. So we've been doing a lot of the true crime stuff, the court reacts, all that. Are there any cases that you follow, Bankai, or you used to follow in the past?
Can I ask Robin why Jimmy needs to talk to me, or just leave it alone? Leave it alone.
I can't.
I know.
I hate to advise on kind of those like legal situations.
Oh, here. I mean, this is Lisa Frank, just like a friend of mine. I just read that there was a shooting on Trescott today. I hope you and the boys are safe. It's weird though. It's like, I guess the reaction is they're worried like that Danny did something, right? Because otherwise they know Lisa knows I don't live on Trescott. So I don't know. Wait,
why would they think he did
Gina's
something?
on her way to TPD, but I don't need her here, right? Because I'm going to Allen's.
I think from my read when Joanna came in here, that someone was going to drive you and Joanna was going to drive your car last step to kind of, so that way your car would be somewhere safe.
Okay.
But maybe something has changed because things tend to change a lot.
Okay. I'll just leave her here for the minute.
And I think, you know what, your friends want to be here for you, and if things change, they're flexible, especially if she's a social worker.
Yeah,
well, that's wait, Lisa Frank?
God, I have so many social workers
Lisa
in my
Frank?
life. Jeff sounds crazy when I talk about him like this.
I don't think so.
I really hope he didn't do this.
Is there something that would make you feel like he would be capable of something? Because you said...
Who is capable of doing something like this?
Wendy, shut
I don't
up.
know anyone that, like, I represent victims of trafficking, but, like, I don't know the traffickers. And, like, I don't spend time with them. And so in my mind, like, someone who's capable of, like, extinguishing a human life or, like, thinking someone else's life is less than theirs, like, I work with the victims who have been thought as less than human, but not with the people who think that's okay.
JCG and Rod and Mangle. What's JCG? Is that like, I mean, JCS, or is that someone completely different?
You can look at the full one. It's kind of hard to see here because it's printed sideways. Do you think there is insecurity that has nothing to do with something?
But is this like a...
It's a calendar thing. So it's telling you to talk to JRL.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have been talking to friends this week about like what to do about Jeff, whether to get back together with him. And yesterday I talked to my friend Joey, who had some ideas. And so I put that in my calendar for Monday because that'll have been a week since I've not talked to him. So I put it in to remind myself like, okay, now it's been a week. And of like, to ask him these questions, like these are the things I was thinking about and things I want to talk to him about.
And when you're referring to this, you're saying Daniel, not Danny.
Daniel Sack.
Right.
Oh yes, Coffee House Crime. Yeah, I used to watch Coffee House Crime. And that chapter too. I haven't watched those channels in so long though.
So that's who you're saying. His aggression or his jealousy, however you want to talk about, however you want to describe it, is towards Daniel Sack.
Because Jeff really felt like, it's all about Daniel Sack, because Jeff just felt like everything was fine now that Daniel has moved to Amherst, and I kind of felt like if you're going to be insecure, it's going to be someone else some other time, but it's not just Daniel, that it's like something going on.
But this never...
I don't get why people can talk so much shit about someone else and be like, oh, they're just insecure. But it's like you're deleting text messages. That would make anyone feel a little bit fucking icky about it. Like you're deleting text messages, like, you know, you had a discussion with your boyfriend about talking to this other guy that you were dating with while you're dating him. And then you weren't supposed to go see him, but then you secretly went to go see him anyways. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to just blame it all on Jeff. Like, oh God, Jeff is just like insecure. It's like, bitch, you're lying though.
Has never happened. This is for this
is my
Monday.
Calendar for Monday I'm writing down things to talk to him about.
Okay.
If she wasn't lying, if she wasn't hiding things, then yeah, you know, maybe you could say he's insecure, right? But it's like you're hiding things from him. It's fucking weird.
Makes me sound like a total weirdo.
No, that's fine. I just was curious because I saw Daniel, and I know you told me it's to you to.
Well, because I
your
dated him,
ex-husband
and
is
it's
Danny.
like, and he goes by Danny. Like anyone who's friends with him, nobody calls him Daniel. I mean, it's just his given name, but there's not a person on earth that calls him that knows him. So he goes by Dan or Danny, and his niece and nephew call him Bo. A lot of the family calls him Bo as a nickname. But Daniel Sack is Daniel Sack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When's the last time you talked to Daniel Sack?
I talked to him this week.
Okay. Everything's fine with him?
Yeah, he's living in Massachusetts. He's happy.
Okay.
Oh, he lives all the way in Massachusetts. That's why they can't be together. Or maybe he was just like, you know what? Like, Wendi, you're just a fling to me. I don't know.
We had a nice chat.
Okay.
I mean, he's my friend, and
All right.
yeah.
Okay. We're going to get ready to leave here just a minute.
Great.
And I think we determined that.
We're gonna go to my house. I'll
Right.
give you my computer.
Right. And passcode or whatever.
Yeah.
And then from there.
I wonder if she ever went to the hospital. You know, someone who was crying like that. I feel like you would go to the hospital. She's like, nah, I'm ready to go home, go to sleep. I feel like you would go to the hospital. Layla, thank you. Thank you so much for the 5. I can like that and I can heart it. Oh, cool. Layla, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for chatting. Thanks for keeping me busy,
You're going to go to the friend's house.
Mm-hmm. I'll pack a bag and we'll go.
True Majesty.
Joanne is gonna come with us.
Yep.
I think my friend Jane is outside. She said she's parked outside TPD in case I need her. So we can tell her, I guess, that Jane that was here.
McPherson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't need her, I guess. I mean, she can come with, but
yeah, why wouldn't you go to the hospital to go check up on him? Maybe she did?
throw out the tissues in the trash can.
Yeah, but we're not there yet. I just wanted to.
I'll get a trash can for you before you go. Don't worry.
Okay, because I'm thinking.
It's okay. Do you want me to go with you on any of this?
You're really sweet. I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
I mean, I'm gonna call you to check.
I'm most definitely not okay.
I'm okay. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm not okay.
I'm on call this weekend. Okay. I'm gonna give you my number. I'm gonna give you my cell phone, and I'm available. Okay.
I just like
oh, that's so nice.
I have friends, and I don't. Really
that's good. And friends will know.
Yay! Just went up. Hi, Irene. How are you doing today? Wait, Long Beach, California.
Oh, more than I hope. But you might have questions that come up.
No, I mean, there's a lot that you can answer, and I'm sorry. I can't believe this is happening.
And I'm sorry this is happening.
God, everyone's sorry this is happening. You know, it's like my parents had more reason to dislike Danny than almost anyone else. He hurt their daughter, but listening to my mom just.
Hi, Chai. Oh my God, there she goes again, throwing her parents under the bus. Dude, she set up her family. She totally did. Chai, thank you so much for the race up for 55 months on Twitch. Hello, hello. How are you? Jesus. She's like, oh, my family. Look into my family. My family disliked Danny so much for what he did to hurting their daughters. Like, but they would never do this. Oh, God, they hated Danny so much. Oh, really? They wouldn't do this. Oh, my God. Oh, my brother Charlie said he was going to assassinate him. It's like Wendi. Dude, Wendy's interrogation, this should have been like the worst thing, the worst fear for her family members.
And I'm sorry this is happening.
God, everyone's sorry this is happening. You know, it's like my parents had more reason to dislike Danny than almost anyone else. He hurt their daughter, but listening to my mom just like cry and be horrified on the phone and be like, of course, she sounded like.
Well, it's horrible. And normal, good-hearted people.
Do we hear Donna crying? I don't know if I heard Donna crying. I might have heard Donna yelling. I don't know about crying.
People don't wish
nobody wishes
things like this to happen. You know, like you might say like, I get frustrated. You might be like, I hate someone, but you don't ever. Saying stuff out of emotion isn't something you really want sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like they need to start turning on each other, okay? Charlie wants to win on his appeal. He needs to start turning on people. If Donna wants to win her case, she needs to start turning on people. I'm just saying they need to start turning on people, okay, if they want to get out.
To happen.
This is a very strange day.
Or not get out. They definitely won't get out, but like reduce their sentence, maybe, I guess.
Using the word strange is very kind of you, because you could use a lot of other explicitives to probably describe today for yourself.
I want to rate Renee just because if there's any way I could.
Yeah, in the jailhouse call, Donna thought that she hung up, but she was talking in the background. And I think this is when she mentioned that she felt like Wendi was betraying her. How their family did all this stuff for Wendi. And guess what? She's not innocent either. And Wendi just brushes them off like they're nothing. And I think Donna was like genuinely very, very upset about that. Oh, man.
It's so strange that she's here today of all days.
Is she going for like a Title IX position or something like that at Florida State?
It's not a Title IX.
Yeah, there's like hours and hours of jailhouse calls. But I did hear that segment. Like Donna was like really upset.
It's actually like a social entrepreneurship position. I called the wrong number. Or maybe she's lost her cell phone. She's run out of money. I can't even think.
No, you're okay. I'm sorry. I'm asking you. You're relevant.
Renee is. Yeah. Hopefully that'll work. It's really messed up that people are worried when they hear gunshots on Trescott that they think like something happened to me.
I don't know if they thought that Dan Markel did something to Wendi. They probably just thought like, hey, like you guys like live in Trescott, or like Dan like lives in Trescott. He has your kids. Like, I don't know if I heard any. I mean, so far the voice message was like, hey, I heard there's a shooting. Or like the message that she was writing, hey, I heard there was a shooting. I don't think they were saying like, hey, I heard there was a shooting. Are you dead? Did he shoot you? Did he do something to you? They're probably just like, hey, you guys live on Trescott, or like your kids are there with Dan, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Now she's like, oh, it's so crazy. They thought that he did something to me. It's like, I don't know if they thought that.
I guess it makes sense. It's divorce and people do crazy things. I really would like to get out of here.
Very soon.
I'm sure you would too.
Hi, job. And I'm on call this weekend, so.
Yeah, it's a really hard job.
It is, but,
yeah.
You know, it's something I think's needed, and I'm able to
hit
do
the like
it,
button.
and
Thank
I don't know
you.
if it'll be my forever.
If you're watching the stream, hit the like button.
It's probably got a lot of burnout. It'd be hard to do this forever. My stomach really hurts.
Just those little things too to keep in mind when you're kind of going through the motions, because that's what you're probably going to be doing the next few days.
To eat. When they're like, you need your work computer. I'm like, work. Take my computer. There's nothing on it you're going to find that's going to, well, I don't know. Maybe there's something they'll find that's useful, but.
Well, you know, they're used to thinking. A lot of times they go having like burglaries, or they deal with suspects who aren't cooperative and don't, you know, they're like, give me my stuff back. And,
yeah.
The main thing, your parents will get here.
Yeah.
Focus on the boys.
I will.
Meet them where they're at. Maybe talk to your friends at a, say, psychologist,
Psychiatrist. Child psychiatrist.
She might have some good pointers, but, you know, I always say meet kids where they're at. Be honest. Let them know, you know, when you're sad, if they get sad, if they see people around them that are sad, that's okay, you know, because people are going to be upset.
It's Sarah.
Yes. And I'll give you my card and write down my number, too, for you.
I was calling him General. I mean, I just am not okay.
Well, this is a traumatic experience, and your brain's going to kind of process the stuff differently, so.
Is it good, like, should I be taking the kids to school when Monday comes around? Like, is it good to have, like, a routine for them?
She doesn't know.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to keep that. And that's
well, I say it, and now I'm.
She wouldn't even be there long enough for Monday, right? I think by then she like dips out and goes. She moves to Miami to be with her family.
Like, I don't want those kids away from me. Like, what if there's like a deranged gunman in town? Like,
and I'm hoping as the weekend and time kind of goes on, hopefully the police department will be able to give you some more information. You know, and this is just a basic kind of how a criminal investigation works. They may know more than they're telling you, but they don't disclose much because if it gets out to someone who tells someone who tells someone,
yeah, and of course I'm gonna tell a friend, and they're gonna be like,
right,
because I need to talk to someone. And
right. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. So you know, it can be frustrating sometimes dealing with us because you're like, well, what are you doing? Why haven't you told me this or that? And it's kind of all to protect the integrity of the case.
I know. So I just, as he was driving me here, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I wonder if I could be like framed for something, like if I didn't do something, but I'm still gonna end up.
So she's worried about being framed. Meanwhile, it seems like she is trying to slightly frame her brother and her family.
Up in jail.
I mean, that's your attorney mind probably thinking.
He was driving me here. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I wonder if I could be like framed for something. Like if I didn't do something, but I'm still gonna end up in jail.
I mean, that's your attorney mind probably thinking, but you've been more than forthcoming with information and you're doing everything you can to help.
More than forthcoming. True.
I can't imagine who would do this. I can't imagine that Jeff would do this. I see why he's a good suspect. And Jane thought of him right away, but I didn't. I don't know why that is. I wasn't trying to be protective of him. I even thought of my own family.
Maybe you weren't really thinking of him at all right now in your brain?
Mm-hmm. I feel like a fierce mama cat right now. Like I just want to get to my boys. And I know they're fine with Alan and Lynn. Like, and I think
that you want to hold them and see that they're okay with your own eyes. And
yeah, I really need to be with them. Well, I tell them I can't see it. I don't want to. Okay, so we think like Danny's not waking up. Like, is that? That's the thing. That's like, I don't want to tell my kids that their father is gone if he's not. Like, I don't want to have that.
Do you think you can be around them tonight without maybe disclosing to them?
I do.
Then maybe it's something you could just wait till the morning till you know a little bit more certainty.
Is somebody going to tell me? Like, if he doesn't make it and it's like official, is someone going to?
What? I mean, I'll know.
Or, Wendy, after this interview, you can haul your ass to the fucking hospital, go check up on him. Maybe.
Because they'll notify me because then as when incidents like this happen, they'll have to do an autopsy and things like that. So I can ask them.
I feel like he don't like words like autopsy. It would just break down from that.
Investigator to let me know when they get, because they'll have to notify the police.
They'll figure this out, right? They'll figure out who did this.
That will be their goal, and they figure it out.
There are unsolved crimes, aren't there?
I mean, there's always unsolved crimes, but I would say these guys that work here are really good. They're going to be working really hard, probably throughout tonight into the weekend.
They don't seem to be worried about my safety. Why is that? I'm not saying they're like they don't care about me, but they don't seem to be worried.
Probably because there's, from whatever they're looking at, there's not any indications as of yet, and I think they're taking the good precautionary measures to stay.
Stay at home.
And it's good for you anyway to have support.
I will like. I have an alarm system, right? I just don't like. I got the alarm because my parents were like, "You're a single woman that lives with 2 kids. Like, you should have an alarm." I just don't think they're that useful. Like, I think by the time they call to be like, "Hey, was there?" I feel like it's always too late.
Well, I think it's good for you tonight to just stay somewhere, and if anything,
be with
have support.
Yeah,
and kind of a bit of a distraction.
It'd be nice just not to worry about like. I don't know. I'm just picturing like getting up and trying to like. You know, the kids being like, they're 3.5 and 5, right? Like, they'll wanna eat ice cream or do whatever, and like, I don't have the energy to like impose any restrictions right now.
And then, you know, it's different time, they might not need those restrictions, and
those poor kids.
But I think, you know, if you think you'd be comfortable tonight just kind of waiting to see.
You think that makes sense? Like, not just because I am still
well, you know, because this is, I would say maybe yes, it would make a little bit of sense. And talk it over with your, you know, family and friends. But the thing is, because then if not, you're going to have to tell them something along the lines that he's seriously hurt. You know, you can't see him, you know, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then you're going to have to come back and be like, oh, well, actually, you know.
What do you tell your children when their father was murdered? It's not like Daddy had cancer and he's sick and he's, you know, he's around for a long time.
I don't think you tell them all that right away. And no. Again, I'm not, you know, I don't work with children very often.
Oh.
But I would tell them, you know, just that, you know, he was really hurt and he had to either, you know, go to heaven, whatever kind of concept that they have on that.
I don't know how, I mean, I said, like, I don't know how much they get this. But, like, he was fine and he was healthy, mm-hmm. He was strong. It's not like he was sick and they saw him get sick. Like,
well, and that's why you said he was hurt.
Yeah, your family murdered a fucking healthy father to 2 of your boys.
Because, and I know they don't understand this, but think of this, he could have gotten in a traffic crash or something.
I have questions, though, and I don't want to lie to them.
And you don't.
Like, I don't want to say he was hurt. How's he hurt? He felt like...
Well, you could then say something like, some very bad person harmed your dad, you know. Do you think they're going to ask?
I don't want
to expose
something, but like, well, they're going to be so scared. Like, what if the very bad person comes and harms me, and then they're going to be orphans?
We'll talk to, and again, take it one day at a time, though. We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves again.
I know, but I'm just trying to figure out how do I go to the house and tell them. What's going on?
You know, when you were talking to your parents, you were very composed given the situation.
I'm usually a really good advocate for other people, just not for myself. So yeah, I mean, I can like put on my big girl pants if I have to, but talking to my parents and talking to my kids.
Well, and then you, when you do talk to them, you know, like I always look, I could be there with you, but they don't know.
Ooh,
me.
that was a juicy tissue. Here, Rain, I'll let you have that one.
So I think that would freak them out more to have you there.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
Why do we need her?
So
and they would ask you, like, who are you?
Right, and then we'd be little friends. So the same, you know, but have the support there for you. So if things get a little bit hard on you,
Can I text Ritu and just my friend who's a child psychiatrist? And
absolutely.
Because I think.
Yeah, and again, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't work directly with children.
Do you mind if I talk to her? Like, I'm sorry, I just keep feeling like I'm a suspect, and I need to ask.
No. And she'll probably call you after you send her this text, and
I'm gonna run out of battery soon.
How bad is your battery?
I have 36%.
36 is not bad.
I might have a cable at my desk.
It's I really wish I had taken a shower this morning. My plan was to go to this lunch and then come home and work out and shower and then be ready for this party tonight with the boys. Plans are funny. All kinds of plans. That will not be happening. I was taking my dad on a trip for his 70th birthday on the 2 weeks when Danny goes with the kids to Canada. I was thinking about that before of like, if the situation were reversed, I want to make sure that his family has access to the kids, you know, that like they can feel like they didn't have a good relationship with them before. They're pretty difficult.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. I want to make sure that this family has access to the kids, you know? The family in Canada. I feel like they haven't seen the kids in a very long time. I think like recently they might have, like this past December. But I remember Ruth Markel, Dan's mother, was like, oh, I haven't seen the kids in like 6 months or 6 years. They won't let us see the kids. Oof.
If the situation were reversed, I want to make sure that his family has access to the kids, you know, that like they can feel like they didn't have a good relationship with them before. They're
Seems like this is all bullshit.
Difficult people, but these are their grandkids, you know. So I want to make sure that they can have a relationship with them.
And that'll be good too, because it'll be kind of giving them a relationship with their dad.
Action speaks louder than words.
How did this happen? I feel like either Amy's ex-husband did this or somebody did this on my behalf.
There she is, offering information when it's not being asked. Oh my God, Wendi really cannot shut the fuck up. Donna must have been molding when she saw this. She must have seen this video. They must have seen this interrogation video.
I feel like either Amy's ex-husband did this or somebody did this on my behalf. Some crazy deranged person thought that this was a good way to support me. And that's why I feel responsible. Unless it was something to do with Amy, and then I don't feel responsible. But then I'm still responsible because I'm the one who left Danny. If I didn't leave him, he would never be with Amy. And now my kids don't have a father.
I can see why you have that logic of that blaming, but and it's going to take some time, but that's not the way to think. And you said it yourself, if anyone took this on their part, they were clearly not in their right mind.
I feel like by complaining about how difficult he was, like, I inspired this lunacy.
Okay. You went through a divorce. You're not the only person that complains about their soon-to-be ex-spouse. Divorces aren't really things that happen to people that are completely happy and together, and each person's going to talk to their person.
Do this, like, what if it's Jeff? Like, then I did this by asking for some time away from him. I made him crazy.
But you haven't said anything that would indicate that you would think Jeff had anything against.
I mean, he didn't like Danny because Danny hurt me, you know?
Right. But what would make you think he'd go to this extreme?
Nothing. Nothing would make me think that. He's a therapist.
He's a social worker.
Yeah. So. He felt for me. He was sad for me when I was sad. He would help me reason out things and figure out how to, like...
But even
that, it's like...
You know what? Let's just blame the Best Buy TV repairman. Let's just fucking go down the list and start blaming everyone.
we have a parenting coordinator, and Danny didn't like our last parenting coordinator, so he fired her. And so we've been without one for a while, and like it's just all been dragging on. But we had a meeting July 24th, so next week, with this potential parenting coordinator, and Jeff helped me. Like I didn't ask him to, but he wrote this long email of like, because I was like, yeah, the parenting coordinator asked if I have any issues, and I said I don't really, just like it's just hard, co-parenting, but I don't have any like things I'm mad at.
And does the parenting coordinator, are they?
Their role is to help you basically.
Oh. Oh, is that it? The hitman option? Divorce deposition? Wait, what? What is this? What the? Why did the video just cut to this? I'm so confused. Oh, is it just the end of the interrogation? What's up with this edit?
There was a shooting at your home, or your ex-husband's home, at 2116 Trescott. Okay.
Maybe this is supposed to be the intro? I'm so confused. Like a recap?
He's not going to survive.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And she didn't cry once when she was telling her mom about Dan. And from my understanding, I don't think she ever took her butt to the hospital to go see how he was. I didn't hear that. Maybe she did.
I messaged her this morning. What happened?
Well, before we get into...
What is this picture? What is this ending? Oh God, is this Wendi when she was doing her awkward photo? Oh Lord.
Before we get into...
Is that Harry Potter's owl? Whoa! Is that Donna? Is this when the murders? Is this when the murders happened? She never tried to go see Dan part with Markel. Really? Dan only had one visit from a neighbor friend. I want to read Ruth's book. I want to read her book so bad, but I think it's like $30. But yeah, I want to read her book. That's one of the hitmen. Catherine McBanwell. Oh, she's on like what's it called? Like Inmates Looking for Love. Oh. Welcome back, Georgia Kappelman. Oh, is it called J-Date? Oh, did you read Ruth's book? Oh, I want to read it. How many pages is it? Guys, we are done with Wendi Adelson's interrogation. Oh my Lord. It's a 3-part series. So we have part 1 that's already uploaded. Part 2, I forgot. It's uploaded, but I forgot to make a thumbnail and make it live. Whoops. And then part 3, I will have to go through it, trim some fat a little bit, and then we'll upload it on there. Oh man, wait, who should we watch next? Because there are some other interrogations that people are like, you need to watch this. You need to listen to Wendy's friend, or you need to listen to Dan Markel's friends. Oh God, I forgot who it was though. Who are some other people that we should watch? I know there were some other mutual friends between them, but I forgot their names. Oh, it's a quick read. One day you couldn't put it down. Oh, I feel so bad for Ruth. To be dragged through this. Like, what is she in her 80s now, right? To be dragged through this. I mean, at least 3 people. Is it 3? 3, 4? 4 people have been held responsible, but it's like going down the line, going after Donna, maybe Wendi, hoping that she'll be able to see her grandchildren, have a relationship with them. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, the jailhouse calls. Hold on. I just want to peep into this really quick. I think this was the video I saw.
Prosecutors say was at the center of the plot to murder Dan Markel. We have the jail calls. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix.
Love you too, Charlie. Take some deep breaths, okay, honey? Please, please.
Jail calls between Charlie Adelson and his mother Donna reveal fear over.
I think it was. Is it over here?
Question.
Your family had your ex-husband killed to try.
Wife said over here last night, Dear Mom, I know you were upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I bet you felt lost to think. Got off the phone with him, and the first. Tony said, I never told her that.
The jail call. She's reading text messages between herself and Wendi.
I just got off with Charlie. He's worried about you. He wants to know what. Oh, this is it. Yeah. We know you never asked anything about your brother. But she doesn't. And she told me because her lawyer says she shouldn't ask. But we found out it's not true. But we just got off the phone with him. My attorney. It's us. And he had, attorney. Tony said, I never told her that. No.
Oh man, Donna calling out Wendi for her lies? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
Tony said, I never told her that. No. So I wrote this last night. We know you never asked anything about your brother. This 8 o'clock last night. But we just got off the phone with him, and the first thing he asked was, how's Wendi holding? I didn't have the heart to tell him that you never called us or asked about it. I just said, we weren't up to phone calls right now. Everyone looks to protect you. I bet you've got a lot to think about.
Everyone would protect you. From what, Donna? From what?
Then it happened.
Now there's another text exchange Donna reads with Wendi, and it sounds like she's implicating Wendi in the crime, but upon further review of the audio, it sounds a little different.
Says this morning, I thought you'd be racist over here last night. Dear Mom, I know you were upset by the verdict, but the anger directed at me is not justified. I don't know how much anger. You don't. I'm not responsible in any way for Charlie's situation. I am not guilty because I did not do anything wrong, and I was not involved in any way with Danny's death. What?
So right there, it sounds like Donna may be saying, yes, you were, when she's talking about whether or not Wendi might be involved or not, when she's likely saying, I didn't say you were, very quickly. Donna continues to read from the text.
So I think what happened was there were jailhouse calls between her and her son Danny, or sorry, her son Charlie, right? And I think this was one of the calls where she thought she hung up, but she didn't, and the conversation continued recording. I'm not sure, because there were some where she was just saying dumb shit to fucking Charlie, and it's like, hello, it's recorded. Like, why are you saying this? And there were times where she thought she hung up and it continued recording her conversation. Hi, KJ. How are you doing today?
With Wendi.
When I was interviewed by the police and testified in court, I told the truth as I was required to. I cannot control how the prosecutor used my statement at Charlie's trial. Again, I didn't say that.
Now, Donna continues to read the text, presumably to her husband, Harvey, and friends who were at the home at the...
Yeah, so it looks like she didn't know that the call didn't drop. She was just reading text messages to her husband and other people that were there, and she didn't realize that it was being recorded.
The time. She says Wendi texted her that she was advised not to talk about the case with her family.
I guess Dad and I are just shocked that you didn't think of coming to see us or even calling us. You're your parents. We are and have always been there for you and the boys. None of what we wrote matters about the case. That's over. I just want you to know how many times Charlie is asking about you. Not only do you not ask about us, but not one question about Charlie, right? We will need to give you some information shortly, and we need some business assistance. Please let us know if you can be of any help. I have a space here. I want to get us closed. We're going to be gone. I want her to have all this information. I have the cemetery property. I want her to see all. I want her to have all these tapes and the wills. I want her to see all this. So please let us know if you can be of any help. The other thing is the visa, which she would know about. No, I said we need some business. So please let us know.
So Donna Adelson clearly feels like Wendi is not being completely honest with them and is ignoring them, and she's feeling used. She's preparing to flee the country and has documents that she wants to show to Wendi, but Wendi isn't coming over to their home.
Yeah, I know you want to bring it up and show where everything is. Because it's been tight fast. No one's going to know where anything is or who belongs to what. So I would like her to come up there to stay here. I don't think that's asking to. It's only 3 hours away. Every time she says, can we do this? We'll come here. Can you do it? Everything. How many times do we have classes? I really can't ask Wendy needs us for this. Wendy needs us to pay her. They've been really good nannies, and I guess our job is up. Because now the boys are older, they go out with friends, they can do things on their own. So she doesn't need grandma and grandpa. Okay.
Yeah, she's saying Wendi used them as a nanny because they were good at taking care of the boys, but now the boys are old. They don't need grandma and grandpa no more. Oh, God. Donna's feeling exactly what Jeff felt, being used.
I have one son that I don't speak with. You have one that is close to being dead. My daughter, whom I love, is doing this. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Now, this is just one of many, many hours of phone calls between Donna Adelson and Charlie Adelson. And in all of them, they talk about how they can't believe the jury came up with this verdict, but they're not surprised because Georgia Kappelman, the lead prosecutor, put on a show for the jury, and they cherry-picked evidence to show to them from emails and wiretaps. This next call.
Yeah, someone get Donna a #1 with extra limes, please.
Was recorded on November 7th. Donna was actually arrested 6 days later as she tried to board a plane for Vietnam, which does not have an extradition treaty with the United States. But
sorry, the audio is like a little bit like, well, and I think they had to probably edit it a little bit to make it so we can hear, like boost up the audio and stuff. But there are parts of it that was like cut off. It was like really hard to listen to. But yeah, that's, I haven't listened to the entirety of the jailhouse calls yet because they're very long. I was going to go through them, but I was lazy. And I was like, I think I'm good. No fun in prison. Maybe there's fun in Vietnam prison. Oh, all right. So we are done with interrogation. Let me know what interrogation or interview you want to watch next. I think there were some friends that interviewed with the police that we'll listen to. And I think they also had, suspicions that it might have been the Adelson and family that were involved in all this. But before we get to that, I think this week I do want to cover the Becky Hill emails because I read them this weekend and they are pretty fucking interesting. I'm not going to lie. They are interesting. It could just be because I'm a nosy person. It's interesting to read people's communications, but I felt like I was reading a book and we're like reaching the climax of it. Okay. Because we get to before the trial stuff, during the trial stuff, all the drama. And then afterwards where she was like ramping up to like get her book ready, do all the book signings and appearances and interviews. And then bam, Dick Harpootlian and Jim Griffin, they come out with their accusations during the press release. And then she gets these like hate mail, support mail. It's just interesting to go through it. So it's over 2,000 pages, but I picked out the parts that I thought were interesting, and it will probably take about over an hour, maybe 2 hours to go through all of them. I mean, depending on how quickly I do it. So I think I want to do that for the next stream, and then we'll come back to the Adelson stuff. And then next week we'll have Ruby Frankie. She has her sentencing along with Jody Hildebrand. Although Jody Hildebrand did put in some sort of motion wanting to have it private, I guess, so it wouldn't be live streamed. And I hope the judge does not grant that because I want to watch that. And then afterwards we have, what else we got going on? Hannah retrial starts. That's for the Alex, what's his last name again? Alex Baldwin. Alex Baldwin stuff. And then Paul Ferguson, super sad case. His sentencing is this month as well. And then, yeah, next month we got some other stuff going on. Maybe even Chad Daybell in April. We'll see about that. You hope they get max sentences. I think they're facing, 60 years? 60 years each? Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Did I say Alex Baldwin? She's probably go to Vietnam first and go from there, making it look like she was going on vacation. I know, right? I don't know why they bought one-way tickets. Why not just buy a round trip? Like, hello? Trying to be cheap or something? Jesus. Should have made at least make it look legit, you know? Make it look legit. I fully believe Jodi H pled guilty to keep all of her crimes from being made public. Delphi trial. I've been hearing a lot of stuff with that. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on with that one anymore. I'm just confused. But yeah, I've been loosely following it, but not really. All right, y'all. So next time I stream, I think I'm gonna try to stream maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stream this week. I want to do the Becky Hill email stuff because I do think they're very interesting. Okay, I think they're interesting, and maybe you guys will think so too. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a good one. I'm going to finish uploading part 2. Or not, it's already uploaded, but I'm going to do the thumbnail for part 2 of Wendi Adelson's interrogation, and then we'll have part 3 up. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for popping in, Chai. I appreciate you. Thank you for the Risa. Thank you for your support. Earlier, we had a super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Oh, I bought my crochet. So I was very, very overwhelmed with the crochet stuff. I was watching YouTube videos on what to buy, different types of yarn, the needles, and the blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, this is too hard. I can't. And so I went the easy way route, and I got this in my ad, and I just got this. It's pretty expensive, but you get everything in here, and it just teaches you the basics. So I'm going to start with this. I'll let you know how this goes. It's called a Wooble. It gives you yarn. There's a step-by-step video. You get like a little crochet hook, online instructions, a yarn needle, some plastic eyes, and stuffing. So when I have time, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to learn how to crochet with you guys. A lot of you guys were telling me that you guys do like true crime and crochet. And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. We can sit here, listen to court cases, and we can crochet together. So I'm going to try that. If you guys have any other recommendations on like where to start with crochet, let me know. No, they're not Pokemon cookies. Pokemon cookies are like purple, I think. I do want to try Pokemon's cookies though. I do want to try them. They sound yummy. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully we can learn how to do crochet stuff. It'll be so fun. I heard great things about Woobles. Yeah, I heard it's if you just want to learn the basic skills, it's pretty cool to start with, and it's not overwhelming. You just buy this and it comes with everything. Although this is pretty expensive though. It's $35 if you buy it from Amazon. If you buy it from Joann Fabrics, it's $30, but Joann Fabrics didn't have as much variation, at least like in my store. But yeah, I got this, and I'm gonna try it out when I have time. I was gonna crochet on my way to Vegas, but I was like, I don't know, in the car learning to crochet while the car's all bumpy. I don't know, I might get car sick, so we didn't do that. But I did bring it all the way to Vegas. So funny, and I brought it back. Anyways, y'all, if you guys do crochet stuff though, post them in my Discord. I want to see what you guys are working on, all your art projects and all that. Would be really cool. So yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. Have your notifications on. Oh boy, there's so much going on this week. I'm like, oh, what should I do? We have a new season of Overwatch with new hero updates and all that, and new combo. Oh my God, I don't have time to do anything. Try the super thick yarn. It got to be really quick. I made both my pup and kitty beds for Christmas. Yeah, I heard like thick yarn is nice because you finish your projects better, and then it makes you feel better to finish your project. I wanted to make some doggy clothes, or maybe like a bandana for Shiro. I thought that'd be really cute. I don't know. I'm so excited. I bought this crochet Gandalf on Etsy for, I think like $50, including shipping. It's like a little figure, and I can't wait to get him in the mail because I was like, there's no way I'm going to learn crochet. There's no way I'm going to do that. So I bought it, and then a couple, I think weeks afterwards, you guys in chat were like saying that like you guys all crochet, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just learn then. But dude, I can't wait for my Gandalf crochet to get here. I'm so excited. Did I watch the new Overwatch stuff yet? I did. I watched Emong. He streamed the patch notes earlier. Only to get only up to. They're not doing only up to. I thought they were going to do a patch where it's like nighttime. It goes really quick. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so excited. I started doing painting stuff and then I got lazy because I didn't realize how hard painting was. I feel like I start so many hobbies and projects and it just ends up like, Only Up So Not Dead, huh? It's already out? Really? Maybe I'll watch someone else play it. I can't play that game. It's too hard. I have tie-dye bananas. Oh, I can send one for your pop. He's got a girthy neck. Even though he looks like he's a small boy, but his neck is kind of girthy. But yeah, I'd be down to take one. I don't know. Maybe I should show you what he looks like. He's got a fat neck. What games we're playing on Twitch? I haven't played anything lately. Been doing a lot of the true crime stuff. And then I'm working on my second channel where I do book recaps or like TV show recaps. And I got 2 books so far that I've already done. And I've been working on that. But for games, I want to play the new Final Fantasy game, but it's coming out in 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. And then I love playing Overwatch, like shooter games. I love horror games as well. Like the horror games, you know, like the true crime games. Like I love it all the dark games, the psychological thrillers and stuff. But Cheryl's listening to this. Cheryl, come here. Come here, Cheryl. He's a thick boy. Come here, Cheryl. People always think corgis are small. I'm like, my corgi is not small. He's like a German shepherd, but with short little legs. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's stretching right now. Can you see him? Oh, he's right here. Cheryl, come here. Oh, guys. Yo, did I not tell you about this couch? Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Chilla art. Yes, I've been playing Chilla's art stuff. I discovered it last Halloween. So this couch retails for $2,200. I've been eyeballing it forever, but $2,200 for one couch is like, Dude, I got this at the outlet for $250. $250! There's a giant rip on the back, that's why. And then there was like some dirt on the side. And then on this side, there was like a little tiny rip. But like, I'm like, hello? Discount? I will take it. You see an ear? Come here, Cheryl. There he is. Cheryl, come here. Up. Show her. Come on. Show them how thick your neck boy is. Come here. Come here. Ugh. You see him? Yeah, I should put my P.O. box. You guys can send stuff to my P.O. box. Dun, 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 dun. Better bring out the UV light. No, it's a return. So what happens is a lot of furniture gets damaged during shipping and then they just end up back at the outlet store. So it's like literally brand new. It's just something, during shipping, ripped it up and fucked shit up. Yeah, I like the Chilla's art stuff. Cheryl probably worked 3 jobs to pay for that couch. Where you at? Hey, so cute. Cheryl's a lazy one, man. Cheryl's a lazy one. Steve was the one that was working the jobs. Cheryl he just sleeps all day. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. Thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate you guys being here. We are going to do the Becky Hill emails. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do it on Wednesday. Wait, what is Wednesday? Wednesday I have like a physical to do and blood tests. That should be fun. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. I will see y'all later. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Like the stream. If you're on YouTube, we're streaming on YouTube and on Twitch as well. And yeah. Thanks for popping in. Hi, my bulldog is 60 pounds, about as tall as Cheryl. Oh, bulldog. There's this content creator on YouTube that just got a bulldog. So cute. He named it Winston, a little old man name. So adorable. All right, y'all. I'll have this video edited and posted hopefully by the end of this week. Bye, Madam August Butterfly. I'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I do have a P.O. box. I don't know the address of the P.O. box. I will get it for next time. I don't know the address of the P.O. box. I've had a P.O. box for like over a year and I haven't posted it on like Twitch or YouTube or anything yet. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Take care and I'll see y'all.